Whoa, look, it's time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. I Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac too. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Whoa, baby said she need it now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull master. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey.
What's the deal, people? It's your boy, the one and only, your host that do the most, Mr. Viral himself, aka the villain, because they hate me for my opinion. Welcome back to another episode of the Viral Way Podcast. I got my co-host here with me.
Shoulder in the house, baby. We back at it again. You already know what's happening.
What's going on, baby? We missing the Messiah today. You know, he out the country handling some things, so, you know, he be back on the next one, but we're going to hold it down for him today. Who we got in the house tonight? We got some special guests in the house tonight.
Beautiful ladies. Go ahead.
Triana.
Hold on, Triana. Tell them how you got here, though. You got to get a backstory.
I watched one of your videos.
Okay.
An interesting show. But I DM'd you and thought I would have a good opinion on topics. So I asked to come.
Well, welcome to the platform.
Thank you.
And that's just to let you know, you can get on the platform because a lot of people hit me up. But when you do hit me up, be descriptive about why you want to get on. She gave an actual description. Usually people hit me, hey, I want to get on the show, and that's it. Like, bro, what the fuck that mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? She was real intelligent with her approach. So, you know, if you want to get on the show, hit the DM, hit the email, holla at me. Moving on. Who we got here?
Jenny
Jenny from the block.
Jenny from the block. Welcome to the platform.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome. We got a returning guest over here. hey, you went famous on your episode. What's up?
Listen, I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Marshawn Lynch, huh?
Okay.
I need to redeem myself from last time.
Yeah, because you did go a little beast.
Well, you got a new look. Turn to the side. Can we see the?
She got that Mary J going
Mary
on.
J on.
She got the Mary J
You look
going
good.
on.
Thank you.
Who we got over here? Miss Rambunctious. What's going on?
You guys got Sally over here.
Yeah.
Sally, what's the deal?
Sally sales going down tonight.
Okay, now before we start, can I get ages and relationship status? Before I forget.
I'm 33 and I'm single.
Okay.
Kids?
I have a son.
Got a son? Okay.
I'm 24
Okay.
and I'm single. I don't have any kids.
Oh, okay. She in her bag right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 38. I have 2 kids.
Complicated.
Oh, damn.
Complicated.
She got to think about it. It's complicated. Oh, shit. Here we go.
Wait.
It's complicated.
I can't have some hoes. I'm single.
Oh!
Okay.
Y'all didn't see the little clip?
Yeah.
Low key, I can't have some hoes. I'm single.
Damn.
Sally, what about you?
I'm 33, single with 1 kid.
Single, ready to mingle, huh?
Ready.
You mingling?
Yes.
We heard you got some special talents over there. Sex phone
100%.
operator. What's going on?
Hey, man, we're going to get into that,
Yeah, we
man.
get into that a little later.
We moving too fast. Look.
Okay, look, before we get into it, it's just a few things I got to address. I'm an avid comment reader. So this ain't got nothing to do with y'all. This is more to the audience, to the people that is viewing. The critics, first things first. To the people complaining about relationships being a topic. Number one, we talk about all type of topics on this show. This is the 28th episode. We've only had, 9 Battle of the Sexes so far? So that's about 19 episodes. The under 20 episodes of all type of other shit that you choose not to watch or you choose not to pay attention to or whatever your algorithm is feeding you. 2, everybody can relate to every topic. So I don't expect everybody to watch every single episode and be able to relate to it because sometimes we go real deep into all type of other shit. But everybody in existence can relate to relationships. The whole world is built off relationships, whether it's work, personal, family, friends, it all revolves around relationships. So I kind of understand why these type of topics catch traction. So please kill all that. Man, stop selling these niggas podcast equipment and all that bullshit I be hearing y'all talk about in the comments. Kill all that, because I don't hear y'all speaking about the white podcasters who do red pill content. Y'all don't talk about the Hispanic podcasters who do red pill content. You don't talk about the Asians, the Indians, the Samoan, nobody else. Only when black men exercise their voice, all of a sudden it's, oh, stop selling niggas podcast equipment. But all races do this content, but y'all only have a problem when black men do it. So I'm here on behalf of black men to say, fuck you, period. You're gonna keep doing it. Man, I get so tired of that. Stop selling niggas podcast equipment, man. Suck a dick, man. Just keep watching and enjoy the show. Let me see.
You got that off his chest.
Yeah, cause that's the self-hate. Bro,
I feel it.
that's that self-hate shit. Like, oh man, you know what I'm saying?
You said
I would
something
think.
slick. You said something slick with the algorithm. That let you know that's all they looking up is a lot of toxic shit because we got so many episodes that we talked about and that's all that's coming up on the algorithm. That's all they looking at for. You know what I'm saying?
Because I play with the algorithm. I put certain content up like, okay, this got a positive message. Algorithm won't pick it up.
Man.
Oh, you put a debate, algorithm go crazy. So I already know what's going on.
We sell our trauma so well in our community, bro. And it's
Exactly,
terrible.
exactly. Get that self-hate out your mind, though. I would think you would want a representation of your own that come from where you come from to be speaking on these type of topics to where you can relate to it. Because like I said, all races are speaking, but they speaking for their community. So I would think you would want to hear from your community. So reprogram that self-hate out your mind. Number 2, the Kevin Samuels comparisons. I know they coming. I already see them all day long. Oh, this nigga want to be Kevin Samuels. Anybody that speak any type of relationship want to be Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace to the late, great Kevin Samuels, right? But I will say this. Do your background on me. I've been talking about this type of shit for over a decade. I post throwback posts that I used to post all the time. People been telling me to make the podcast for years and years and years. I just kind of was ignoring it. And then he blew up. Shout out to Kev, you feel me? He paved the way for this type of content. But there's more than one way to skin a cat. And you can like 2 different people's content at one time. You can fuck with Kev's shit and you can fuck with my shit or you can fuck with whoever else shit. You don't have to always compare, you feel me? It's more than one way to skin a cat. So that's that. One last thing. And then we're going to get right into it.
My nigga get this issue. You get your issue.
I read comments.
Hey,
feel
CJ,
me?
you know I'm right here with you, bro. I hear like, man, get your boy. What's up with your boy? I hear it all the time, my nigga.
One last thing I always see in the comments. This usually from the women, though. I see a couple guys say this, too. Like, the way he be going off, he won't talk to men like that. Number 1, you clearly don't know me, right? You clearly don't know me. Yes, I will, number 1. Number 2, men don't typically argue with men. At least I don't. You feel me? It's once we exchange the words, if we can't agree to disagree or get to an end result, it's gonna be some violence following that. I'm not finna argue with no grown man. I'll debate and talk with women because you can't put your hands on women, right? It's just not the cool thing to do. It's frowned. Not only is it frowned upon, it's weak of you. But a man, oh no, we finna get right to it. It's no need in going back and forth and doing all that arguing.
Feminine energy, yeah.
Right, exactly. So please stop with he won't do this to men. Like, do your research on me. Like, I know I speak intelligently and talk about other things, but I got a cool little background. Like, yeah, do your research. But yeah, let's get right into it though. Now that I'm done with the critics, you feel me? Ebony K. Williams is back in the headlines, talking more crazy shit. She's talking about she was talking about the bus driver shit, right? She went viral for that. And then she had mentioned she froze her eggs, right? Because of her age. Obviously, she wants to get a surrogate. Now she went viral saying, you know what? I don't even want a father in the picture. I'm ready to do this on my own. Not only did she say she's ready to do this on her own, she's promoting this to women to follow her footsteps. I think she's paid opposition at this point on some COINTELPRO shit to help keep us down. You feel me? Because why would you tell women to, start being single baby mamas by choice?
Lonely bitches.
Right?
We gonna be lonely anyway.
We gonna run the clip in case y'all haven't seen it. Go ahead and run the clip for me, Solomon.
Black women are availing ourselves to all of the options that our hard work and circumstances currently afford us. And that means that single motherhood by choice is going to be an option that more and more Black women consider and even exercise. So anybody that's in their feelings about that can go ahead and start to process right now. Because Black women that have the privilege to embark upon this expensive and oftentimes lengthy process will increasingly decide to forego marriages and partnerships that do not serve us and that are not in our best interests. And now that bypassing those insufficient relationships does not have to come at the expense of motherhood, well, frankly, it's a whole new world. A world in which Black women are no longer subject to the desperation of being chose, because now we get to do the choosing. And as we choose, we do have to contend with the reality of a dismally small supply of Black sperm. Because most Black women on this journey, we want to create children that look like us and that look like our families, and that means we want Black sperm. And as we heard from Reese Brooks, it's the definition of slim pickings. And sometimes that means compromising on this aspect of your journey.
Man, cut that bitch. I don't want to hear no more.
She look a mess.
Okay.
Well,
She look a mess.
Now look.
I'm glad you said something.
She look
first,
a
man.
mess.
Oh,
Go ahead.
God.
Go ahead, Var.
Okay, I can start with my opinion, or I can go around the room and get y'all opinions. Y'all let me know how y'all want to do it. If y'all want to get it off y'all chest first, you feel me? Because my
Okay.
shit might be a little lengthy.
Let's
so.
let the ladies. Because I sense they kind of feeling how we feeling. I think we should let the ladies go on
Okay,
that one.
how y'all feeling, ladies?
I think it's stupid. I think it's the wrong direction. I think that's. There's no way. I have a son. There's no, and I have a Black son. I don't know shit about teaching him how to be a Black man. He needs his dad. And thank God he has a great dad, an active dad.
Man.
He shows up for his son in every moment that he can. But we need Black fathers. Look at how life has went since Black fathers are out of the home. There's no way. I mean, I get sometimes single moms, we got to do what we got to do. But to say we
By
don't
choice.
need fathers is insane.
My
Insanity.
My son needs his dad.
I love it. That was great. That was great.
Yeah.
Jenny,
Yeah.
How you feeling, little Jenny from the block?
Yeah, I mean, I cannot speak for Black women and I cannot speak for the Black community, but I can speak from the Latino community. And I do not agree with her that women are choosing to basically be on their own. You know, I think that as T was saying, they need a man in their life. They need a father figure to direct them. I still believe in the traditional way that a man is the authority in the house, that he has the principles that God made him leader of the home, and that he needs to set the way that the family is going to move into, the vision that the family has. I do not agree that these women choose to be on their own. I think they just haven't found the right man, and they're not going to settle for just any piece of garbage, and that's okay. You don't have to settle for whoever. You have to settle for the right man, the one that has the right dreams, the one that's ambitious, the one that's going to take your family to the right direction that you're feeling.
For sure.
Can I say something
Well
on that
said,
though?
well said.
I really think that with a lot of women now, instead of doing the work on themselves to say, I'm gonna raise my standard, they stay the same because they don't want to do the work and then blame the man.
Exactly.
He's this, he's
Bars.
that. But you didn't do the work on yourself to say, I'm gonna get better.
Bars.
Tree, preach it.
You can attract what you are.
Exactly.
Bars.
You're producing better. You're gonna get better, and I've experienced that. I've lived it, so I know that.
So,
the growth,
yeah.
like that I've done, like from the past to now, I can see the difference in the men that are coming into my life,
Got it.
and that's just not on cocky shit. But I'm like, damn, I can get this.
So do you feel like, what do you
Mm-hmm.
feel about Ebony K opinion though about the
I don't agree fully. I mean, you know, like I have a kid, single mom, but I don't agree. I was raised with my dad in the household.
Exactly.
100%. And I don't think, I mean, to each their own again, but I feel like you need that guidance, like Jenny said. I mean, maybe it's just a culture thing too, and you know, being Hispanic, like my dad was there 100%. I don't think my mom could have done the job that she did without my dad's guidance, and that's just, you know, I know we're in a different time now, but no, I feel like a man is important, especially even a Black man. My son's father is Black.
Yes.
I can speak for that. So I agree 100% when I say that these dads make a difference in how these kids are bold, are made. And I'm not saying I'm not doing a good job myself, but at the end of the day, you need that father.
Facts.
100%.
A male role
We
model.
can't do what you guys do. I can't teach my son how to do certain things because
The
I'm a
lingo, how we
woman.
talk. You know how it is.
You know, I'm a woman. I can
Bars.
tell him what I think as a woman, but I'm not a man. So at the end of the day, we do think different. You know, so yeah. I
Well
don't
spoken,
agree.
well spoken. How you feeling over there?
So to you. I want to appreciate you for not speaking as a black woman. That's respect because I was about to eat you up. Not even in a bad way. Not even in a bad way.
Look, I like the honesty.
Not even in a bad way. But I respect that.
Close to the mic.
I
R&R.
respect that you said what you said because it's a difference and you spoke from your cultural experience. So from what I get from Ebony K, I don't even really think it's a matter of black, white, Latino, whatever. It's a matter of financial status, right? So to me, what I get from her is she's saying as a whatever she feel like a boss chick, she has the option to decide what she want to pick, right? So that's what you get the Kardashians, whatever, picking to have a surrogate. Most average demographic women don't have that choice to do that, right? So that's the difference. That's where she's coming from. It's not about culture, race, or nothing. It's financial. And what she's saying is that as a person that makes a lot of money,
Nobody's on her
she can choose what she want to do. Is it right? Not necessarily, but I'm not going to say it's wrong either.
Because financially, since she has the money, you feel like at that point, no man is on her status or the man that's on her status.
I don't feel like it's not that that she's on her status, that no man is on her status. But what she's saying is that if she want to be a single mother, she can afford to be a single mother.
So do you feel like...
No, hold on. It's not that it's ethically right or about raising a child, but everything she said was about finances. We get the whole point of being a single mother and how it is raising a kid. She didn't say that. What she said is it's about money. She don't have to choose no bum ass motherfucker.
Yeah, I get it, but my bad. I was just gonna say this. I don't believe money substitute that father anyway, because most kids that come up with money, they don't have struggle. They typically have like drug problems. You know what I'm saying? They turn out sexual orientation. Like they just kind of come out a little more messed up when there's no struggle or a male in the house.
But this is the way the way that people per se with money have been conditioned to believe. They feel money fix everything. So that's why she's saying, I got the options to choose. I don't have to be with whoever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because she feel like she got money. And that's the perception that people get when they feel like they in a certain financial demographic.
Yeah. Okay.
How you feel about it, Short?
I'm going to just keep it short and sweet. I am a father and an active father. It is a big difference when I'm around and when they're around their mother. Straight up, point, period. Whether it's discipline, whether it's helping them with homework, whether it's with school activities, anything along those lines, it's a difference. Women, you guys provide that nurturing love. We provide that, especially with our sons. We give them that affirmation, that support of like, when they doubt themselves, that male affirmation gives them that, oh yeah, okay, Dad, I believe in myself, that motivation to do great and have that self-satisfaction of being great. Moms, y'all can love them. But if you can say, go out there and do it, it's kind of like, all right, Mom, I'm gonna make you proud. When your dad say, you got this, man, I'm here with you, you got more of that little belief in your sister. So I do believe, and it's needed that fathers are in the house.
My take on it, she's a fucking goofy. Facts. She's a fucking goofy. She's the opposition. I said it when she came out with the whole bus driver thing. I already saw right through it. And here she goes, proving me correct. This is the same bitch that says she's too good to date a bus driver, but you're not too good to be a single mom. How fucking sad. Like, just think about the logic.
Facts.
You're too good to have a man in the house because of his occupation. Even though you a boss bitch, you got all this money. So that really shouldn't even be an issue if money not an issue, right? So he could be the best dad in the fucking world, but you make a little more money. But you're too good for that. You rather your kid suffer and grow up without a fucking father, not even have a chance at one. You're choosing to remove the father from him for your own selfish reasons. Not only that, you a fucking op because you didn't say all women. You didn't say, hey, women, y'all should start. Bitch, you said black women. This is why I said I think she's paid opposition, because why are you only directing it towards the black community if this is how you feel about women? No, bitch, you said black women. You a fucking op. Not only that, let's look up some statistics of kids from single mother homes, how they turn out. Effects of fatherlessness. 63% of all youth suicides come from single mother homes. 70% of all teen pregnancies, single mother homes. 71% of all adolescent chemical substance abusers, single mother homes. 80% of all prison inmates, single mother homes. 90% of all homeless and runaway kids come from single mother homes. Children brought up in single mother homes, 5 times more likely to commit suicide, 9 times more likely to drop out of high school, 10 times more likely to abuse chemical substances, 14 more times more likely to commit rape, 20 times more likely to end up in prison, 32 times more likely to run away from home. Over 30% of families led by single mothers are living in poverty compared to 16% of families led by single dads. 85% of homeless families are single mother families. 50% are below the poverty line, and their children are 6 times more likely to end up in poverty. So as you can see, every negative aspect that you possibly can garnish in life is a result of a single mother home. Then when you go look at the statistics of when the father's in the home, this shit's almost non-existent. Even to the point where the mother's out of the picture and it's only the father. The statistics come out about the same as that kid getting raised with 2 parents, with just the father. So that lets you know the major key is the dad. Eliminating the dad is complete destruction. And the fact that you would promote that to the black community is fucking insane to me. I don't understand it. She's a fucking op, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
So realistically, with everything that the statistics that you read are true, but let's just call a thing a thing. What she's saying is not nothing different from what's being pushed, the agenda. It's an agenda.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
Because being a single mother, I'm not gonna say being a single mother, but we all know in the 70s, 80s, people had to get on welfare. You could not have a man in the home. Yeah. So realistically, what she's saying is true, but that's what's been pushed upon us.
But since we know the truth, though, we should.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to.
But we know, right? Like you said, we know that.
We are seeing that now, but we talking about a system that's been designed to make. I'm gonna just say black women. I'm gonna say black women, single mothers. It's all a part of an agenda. So I get what you're saying, but you gotta. It goes way back into something else. It's a whole infrastructure.
It's a systemic way of dividing the family. But now that we know,
you could do something different. But like I know most people. I'm gonna just tell you the truth, and I'm gonna just say it real quick. You know somebody that's on Section 8, right? They got 5 kids. They rent $300. Realistically, they can't afford to pay $3,000 rent. So are you gonna lie and say, yo, you don't got a man, whatever the case may be? It's the way the system is designed. You get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying, but we in the age of information and we already know this. So now that we have this information, we got to get out of that victim mindset and break that cycle. We know what they're doing.
I don't necessarily feel like it's a victim mindset.
No, it's a victim. It's a victim mind. No, it's a victim mindset because your mindset, the thoughts you think create your reality. So a lot of people that's stuck in poverty, they think with a poverty mindset. They don't have the mindset to get out, like you said. Instead of trying to find ways to get out, it's let me lie and say he ain't in the house so I can keep this Section 8 because I don't never want to lose it.
You can't surpass that ceiling because if you surpass it, they go take it from you. Now it's on your own.
Exactly. When the goal should be to get out.
Yeah.
It's like, let them take it.
Because really, it's really a short-term temporary solution, but some people make it to a lifetime generational curse.
Exactly.
And you
get my kids on Section 8. Look, baby, this is how you get on. And it just go generation to generation.
Instead of teaching that, we should be like, nah, we gonna use the Section 8 and then let's try to get out of it so we can own a house. So we should flip the narrative. Yes. And you know what I'm saying? Instead of passing down the negative of let's not make this money, let's start teaching the financial literacy and let's try to elevate. That's what we should try to do.
See, let me touch on this too, because as far as the surrogate thing, I just saw what the fuck is Kim K's sister? Khloe Kardashian. You know, she did it and had the kid. And she was like, honestly, I don't feel a real bond with my kids. Like, cause she didn't go through the whole 9 months, the kick in and she didn't go through that. She missed all that. So she like, damn, 9 months go by and this kid just pop up here, it's yours.
That's some honesty for your ass.
Yeah. Like I should have gave him the clip, but yeah, I just saw that today. So that's a thing women gotta keep in mind. Like you might not even feel a real bond to your kid.
With that kid.
And another thing, that's why women that get empowered or earn a lot of money, it's usually This is why men say it's a negative thing, because you start having this fucking mindset to where you don't even think your kid need a father no more because you think the money could replace him. Not only that, if you so this bad boss bitch and you got, oh, I'm too good to date a bus driver. Okay, so what about the men that you not too good to date? Why in the fuck won't you go get with them? Because they got the money that you talking about. Like, oh, I date him if he owned the bus. Okay, the guy that owned the bus, why you can't get him? Right. Why do you need to go get a fucking donor from a sperm bank? Why can't you just go? Because you can't get them. That's the point.
You can't tell her shit.
Exactly.
You can't tell her shit.
Right. Not only can't you tell her shit, they're not picking you. This is what I said the last episode. She's cooked already. She's up there. She's fried. Them eggs is done. She's already up there in age. You make too much money, so you ain't finna listen. You already said you ain't trying to work with a man or none of that. She became so successful. She removed herself from the dating market.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So now the defense mechanism, instead of saying, well, damn, I can't get what I want. This
Project
is what women do. Yep. It's by choice. Bitch, who in the fuck wants a sperm donor by choice? Unless you like an LGBT type of couple where you gay, you lesbian, but bitch, you ain't lesbian. So why you can't just go get a man that's on your level?
Facts.
Because the men on your level don't pick women like that. So yeah, don't follow her footsteps. That bitch is a bird, a goofy, a clown, a fucking op.
Facts.
And you were talking about relationships in the beginning. I mean, we were meant for relationships.
Exactly.
So for her to say that she can be alone and raise a child on her own, it doesn't make sense, because in our own desire as humans, it's in us. We need that connection. We need someone.
Yes.
It's not like it's not required, but it's a big desire.
Need,
exactly, that you can't get rid of it.
We can't be isolated. We're social creatures.
Right.
100%.
Yeah. I Am Legend, you know, the movie?
I Am Legend.
That's
classic.
No way.
Okay, let me ask y'all this, ladies. As far as your value, when men are speaking about women's value, do you guys get offended? And do you believe a man can tell you what your value is? Mind you, we're speaking not your value as a human being, because that's the misconception I think women get. When men are talking about value, as far as women go and how they pick women, they're talking about your value on the dating market, not your value as a human. You can be a great human, a valuable human, but as far as on the dating market, how he views you as a partner, that's something totally different. And I feel women conflate that. Yeah. They go, personal value, dating value, one thing. It's not the same thing. So I don't understand.
That is, that's well worded. Yeah.
Right. So how do you guys feel about that? As far as when men speak about women's value?
It doesn't apply to everybody. I feel like it depends on the individual. Like, yeah, overall, we're all women, but we're not all the same. I might have a different perspective. You're going to have different. You're going to have different. You're going to have different. You know, so yeah, overall, a value is like, okay, we value the woman is this. But technically, yeah, that can be the woman, but not this woman. You feel me?
So if that man gives you that, is he trying to value from his opinion, like, this is what I think of you? Are you going to be receptive to that?
I'm going to receive the criticism. Okay. Am I going to agree with it? Maybe not. Maybe that's when I'm going to give my side of the story. Like,
what if it's constructive criticism and like, hey,
you have to learn how to accept it though. That's what makes you better. If you can't take criticism, then you're not growing as a person, as a woman.
So you accept the criticism?
As an individual, yes, 100%.
Okay, so let me ask you this: if a guy that you're interested in, right, he rates you like, okay, this is what I think your value is, and this is what I value in women. If you don't have that, are you willing to change yourself, or would you be like, you know what, you can't tell me what my value is?
No,
you don't
I'm
give
willing
me my
to
value.
grow. Like, if you're gonna teach me something that I don't know, and it's gonna make me a better woman and a better person, I'm all for it, 100%. And it's happened to me. I've met men that I never thought I could pull. And because, that comes with other stuff, but I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait.
Hold on. So I'm like, hold up.
What the fuck?
What? This happened to me recently. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, you meet people in different levels of their life. That only because he's there doesn't mean that I'm going to be there. But if he can help me get better so I can get there, I'm going to take it. I might feel bad. I might hate it. But I'm going to grow from it. And I'm going to take that shit.
Okay. How you feel about that?
I'm definitely open to constructive criticism if it makes me better as a woman. I've learned a long time ago to set aside being offended. What is someone saying to me? Fuck being offended. If it helps me to be better, then I'm all for it. But also, I am personally going to look at, I'm not going to be with someone whose wisdom I don't trust. So if I'm interested in you and I trust their wisdom, I can receive it. But if you're not woke, you're not growing, and you're not this, then I'm probably not going to be receptive. So to me, it's all in where the man is, because also I'm very, very, very traditional. I grew up with traditional mother, traditional grandmother, that men do run the household. But am I going to let you run me into a brick wall? No. But if my man or whoever I'm interested in says, hey, this or that, or, you know, this is not going this way, or I think you should this, absolutely.
Yes.
So,
Okay, so you agree that men basically decide what a woman's value is as far as dating goes? Or do you agree, should I ask? Because I see a lot of women online saying, no, you don't decide my value, I decide my value. And I go, wait a minute. If you go to the car lot,
Man,
I
You know
mean,
what I'm
I
saying?
think men are the ones who control whether there's a relationship or not. So for the most part, whether we want to admit it or not, their opinion and what they say most time goes. Because women control sex, men control relationships.
right.
I like that one.
So most of the men that's gonna tell you what you should be, they still not gonna pick you.
Why
They
you say
still
that?
not. They not.
But why you say
They
that?
still not gonna pick you. Most of the men, because sometimes it's people. Okay, so everybody come from different walks of life, and you got women that desire to be picked, right? So if you desire to be picked, a man could tell you what you should be. Everything that I am, I'm gonna be. Can I improve? Can I do stuff different? Absolutely. But I'm still gonna be Raven, right? So it's not too many things that you could tell me that I'm not willing to disregard who I am as a person to be a suitable fit for you, right? Because then I'm going against who I am.
like losing yourself to chasing a man.
Absolutely. And most people that feel like they could tell you about themselves, they don't even know who they are, right?
But if it's constructive criticism, like say it's
It's
something,
constructive.
Okay.
We talking about constructive, but we not talking about, I could take constructive criticism, all of those things, but you got to be very conscientious about
the advice
what
he's
you
giving.
let people
Tell you.
pour into you if you feel like you know who you are as a woman, right?
Okay, let me ask you this. You can feel like you know who you are all you want, but if you're not getting what you want on the market, at what point do you look in yourself and go, well, let me start listening to what they're saying? Because I can feel like I'm whatever. But if I'm not getting the results I want, how I feel, what does that mean? I'm not getting what I want. The goal is to get what you want. So are you saying you're not willing to change at all to reach your goals?
Well, I
You know
feel
what I'm
like
saying?
that's a case-by-case basis. If that's what you feel like you want, if you desire to be married, if you desire to be those type of things, if you meet a man that say, I don't want you to go out because that's not the type of woman that I want to marry, then maybe you should do that. But if you somebody like me, I don't give a fuck. So,
See, I don't believe you don't give a
I
fuck.
don't.
I don't. I
If you
sincerely,
really knew me, you would
Raven,
know.
you
I
a sweet
sincerely
person.
believe you don't give
and
a
I can't
fuck.
let nobody tell me who I am. If I want to go out, I'm gonna go out.
No,
I have a question though, Raven.
I'm
Is it
listening.
always, not always, but constructive criticism, is it telling who you are, or is it changing the ways?
It could be both. It could be both. But I have to be willing to change. And because if I'm changing because of you, it's not being genuine. So I'm being disingenuous to myself.
So
and a lot of
I got a
people-
question. If your man says, "Damn, Raven, you like to go outside because you just said you like going outside. Hey, can you chill on going outside so much?" Are you offended by he's telling you to do that, or are you going to listen to
Okay,
it?
so what I forgot to say in this is the quality of the
man.
person that's telling me something. That makes a
spoke on
difference. So
wisdom.
that's
Okay.
what I forgot to say.
Okay.
If you meet a person, you in a club like me, baby, we here at 3 o'clock in the morning together. What the fuck is you trying to tell me?
Are y'all in a relationship? We thugging
I'm
together?
just saying, like, if that okay. So if I'm going out and I talk how I talk, a motherfucker like, you outside, nigga, you outside too. So what
Calling
that
the
mean?
camera.
Okay, this is what I'm speaking for. No, this is not the guy that's Okay, y'all, you feel like y'all on the same atmosphere, the same plane.
That's what differentiates.
I mean, this is a guy that you want, and he wants to take you serious, but he's like, look, you got some ways about you.
That makes
I
a difference.
can't take you serious.
The quality
this way.
of the person. The quality of the person. Man.
Okay, but look, this is the dot you're not connecting. Y'all always say, when I say y'all, I mean women, always say, well, I'll take it from the quality of this guy, or if he's a certain quality. But if you're not what the market is buying, you're never getting that quality.
But if the quality, you shouldn't be on the market either, because you ain't the quality either.
No, I'm saying this is the quality here. This is what you want. This is what you respect. This is what you're saying. I'll change for this.
Yeah.
But the market, the buyers, they're telling you, hey, we buying this type of product.
I just feel like anybody.
And you saying you want to change because you feel like it's changing yourself?
If you want to change for yourself. If you are the type of person that desires to be in a relationship, you want to get married, whatever, if that's the requirements that the person that you are pursuing you want, then change. But if it's not, then stay true to yourself and keep doing what you're doing. That's just my point.
So the woman has to be, she has to be ready to be in that relationship, not continue to do what you've been doing.
Right. If that's what she desires to be.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. Women they're saying they want to be, but they don't want to change. That's what I'm asking. Or would you be willing to?
Yeah.
Because you saying, okay, if you don't want to be.
For a person that I feel like that's worth me changing for.
So she felt like if he's worth the change, she's willing to change.
Or compromising for. So, okay, I'm gonna just give you a quick scenario. If you say, I don't want you to go outside, okay, so what we doing? I'm not finished, just stay here.
Right.
Just for the sake of being in the house, because you don't want somebody that's outside. If you want to do something, you know what I'm saying? You got to put the men have to put the action, the effort and the action behind what they want women to do as well.
Okay.
So you would meet people that, like I just said, I don't been a whole lot of people in my life, okay? And you gonna meet somebody that's gonna tell you this is what they don't want, but this is what they doing. So while you outside, I'm sitting at home waiting on you.
So they got to meet the standard too.
They have
you want me to
the
be in the house?
too.
Then let's be at it together and do something.
Are we gonna work on it together? That's all I'm saying. You
Okay, is
can't
being
expect
outside worth giving up what you want? Is being outside that important?
Not to me.
Does that trump you reaching that end game?
What are you getting
of
from
getting
not
that
being
prize?
outside?
Like I don't understand what you keep saying. It seemed like that's real important to you. Is that worth more than your goal?
Maybe we generalizing the term outside. Outside could be going to the fair. It could be going to wherever. But my outside is really outside. So I don't know what they outside is. I'm just speaking my truth.
Functions,
my
day
outside
parties,
is outside. I'm just speaking my truth. What I'm saying is that if you want a certain thing from me, it has to be a fair
You're not
turnout.
going, all right, let me ask you this. If your man says this, look, baby, we having a date night tonight. Are you choosing outside or are you choosing date night?
Of course I'm going to choose the date night.
Okay.
Now, but this is the dot I'm trying to connect. You're never... That guy that you're willing to change for, you're not never gonna reach that frequency if you're not already on it. You can't attract what you aren't. So you like, if I meet him, I will change. You gotta already be what he's looking for to even get his attention. Mm-hmm. That's what women are missing. It's no if I meet him. You're not gonna meet him if you're not that.
Well, I guess I'm not gonna meet him.
You're not gonna never attract it.
I'm not gonna attract
You gotta already be
that.
that. No, I know she's being accountable, but I just got to get that out there to women.
I get what you're saying.
Because I read comments and women, they have the same type of views.
You're talking about somebody that's, man, you're talking about somebody that see it from all perspectives. So even the people that say they that's not what they, man, please, are you crazy? Like, that's not
okay,
the truth.
let me ask the youngin', because she ain't got no kids and she's in her quote unquote prime right now. So how you feel about that?
I'm on summer, hot girl summer. Is that what they call it?
Oh, shit. Well, she young, yes.
Wait a minute, let's talk about it.
I didn't know what that meant, and I had a boyfriend at the time when that was coming out, and I told him, it's hot girl summer, and I just thought, it's time to go to the gym, it's time to look good. And he's like, no, it's not. What do you mean it's not? He said, no, it means something else. So I found that out the wrong way.
Okay, so you on a hot girl summer, right? This is another trap women get themselves in. Right now, you in your prime, right? Mm-hmm. 18 to 25 is like you got the best options, right? 26 to 30, you still good. You got action. Once you hit 30, they call that the wall for women. That's where shit start to go downhill. and it go downhill fast.
Okay.
But when you in your prime, like you is right now, hot girl summer, it's all fun and games. Do you have anybody ever told you like, hey, right now, this is the time you got the best action at getting what you want out of life as far as a man goes?
Yeah. I mean, not just as man, I mean, every part of my life, right? Like a career, that's a big thing. For me, it's not really that I'm a hot girl summer. I'm more of like, how can I be better so I can find my better? Like, there's expectations that you have in relationships, right? Like you as a woman, and I think men do this as well. I don't know if they do, but I know I did this at a very young age. I had a standard. This is the kind of man that I want. I want him to be successful. I want him to have good hygiene. I want him to be family oriented, like all these different, check offs that I have. So I started thinking after I got off this recent relationship, am I the woman that I'm expecting, like the man that I want?
Are you what he wants?
Am I like that as well? Like if I'm looking for loyalty, am I loyal? If I'm looking for a successful person, am I successful? Et cetera, et cetera. So you're not, like you said, like we've been saying this whole time, you're not going to meet the person that you want. You're going to meet the person who you are, where you're at. That's the kind of people you're going to meet. That's the kind of people you're going to get in relationship with. So if women are expecting to be with a successful man, someone that is family oriented, or whatever these different checkoffs they have, like, can they say that they are that person as well? If you're not, don't expect that from another man. Don't ask that from another man. I was listening to something where it's like a guy asked another woman, and she said, would you date me he was a rich man, and he asked her, would you date me if I was a bum and I didn't have any money? And she said, no, I wouldn't date you. And that guy said, well, you're the bum in the relationship. So he flipped it on her. Yeah.
I mean, it depends because we value different things in women. We don't really look for y'all money like that. So if she has other characteristics, it can be equal to her having money. Yeah. Like, we don't really care about the money. Well, a guy that has his own money. But with you being that young, I think women your age, they get caught up with all right, I want to live, have fun, and then I want to get my career. Then after I'm done having fun and I'm set in my career, that's when I'm going to look for the guy. And by then, it'd be too late. They be well past their prime already, maybe have a kid or two trying to play catch up. So, like, do you know that at your age? Like, you know what? I got the most opportunity right now to get what I want right now. Because eventually, even after you get your career and you're done having fun, you're going to want to settle down. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, of course. I right now in this moment, I would say I'm in the improvement stage of my life where I feel like I'm now ready for a relationship because I want someone to get the best of me. And I'm not the best that someone can have right now.
Okay, what does improvement entail? I'm glad you said that because I got this on the list. I want to get into that.
Self-growth. So
in what areas?
Like what type of things?
Emotionally, financially, relationship-wise. Emotionally, for example, it's like, will I let anything in a relationship tick me off? Can I manage
your emotions?
My emotions when we're going through a heated argument? Am I just going to give up easily because we're going through
trials and tribulations?
Exactly. A lot of people just give up really
So she's
easily.
saying she needs to work on her emotional intelligence, and then she want to get her finances up because she doesn't want to feel like she's not bringing nothing to the relationship.
Exactly.
Okay,
yes.
all right, okay. Let me speak on that, and then I want to get all y'all's opinion on that. Me personally, just from what I analyze and what I see, the building myself up, working on myself stage is usually like the downfall of modern women, right? In my opinion, from what I analyze, what I experience personally, what I see, what I hear other men talk about. Because when women say they're working on themselves, it's usually them just living selfishly for them, doing all the things they want to do. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with bettering themselves for a partner to come. It's usually like, you know what, I'm working on me right now. I got some things I need to do. I need to get more into my career. I need to live a little bit. I need to do some hot girl summer shit, some promiscuous shit.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, a woman's working on myself is code for like, all right, I'm working on some dick. Like, I need to get some experience.
I'm outside with it.
Yes.
Just to keep it real. When women say That's a red
not true.
flag.
That's
no,
not
hold
true.
on. I'm gonna let you rebuttal.
Yeah, because
That's a
Triana said
red-
something good in the beginning about finding purpose, about finding the direction of her life. That's important
We
because
live
when
in
you're
LA.
gonna
Hold on,
celibate.
listen.
When you're
I'm speaking in general,
In general.
Not to you
Okay.
personally, right?
Okay.
In general,
Yeah.
when we
Yeah.
meet women, they say,
I need to
I'm
correct.
not ready for a relationship right now, I'm working on myself. Or I know you fucking around. But when men are working on ourselves, everything we do benefits you. Men getting in the gym, working on myself, benefits you. If you date me,
Finance.
I got a better body. I'm working on my career, getting more money, benefits you. You date me, I got more money. I'm enhancing my mental, my mentality, benefits you. Now I can lead you better. I'm increasing my spirituality, benefits you. Now I can be a better partner to pour into you. Everything we do, working on ourselves, benefits women. Women working on themselves, they jumping dick to dick. They going to Miami, Memorial Day weekend. They in Jamaica right
They in
now.
Vegas right
They
now.
in Vegas right now. You know what I'm saying?
necessarily.
Nothing
mean,
women
no,
do is
Not
helping us.
necessarily.
It's true, but it's true.
It's true, too, because
I agree with
Go
you.
ahead.
But at the same time, women working on themselves can benefit men too, because that's how you get those men who are in relationships with women who suffocate them because she don't know who she is. She's looking for you to bring her happiness because she's not happy on her own. You get the women who, when communication errors come up, she can't communicate. She shuts down or she gets angry or she's like, yeah. That's a problem. She ain't worked on herself. So you do have women who really work on themselves to find a purpose to be better. That is for sure me. I'm not out here running these streets and doing this and doing that. I'm really the girl that's at home in my books, chilling with my son, doing what I got to do. But at the same time, with me building myself up, I'm still soft. I can still hear things from people. I can still learn. I'm still receptive.
Okay, when you're building yourself up, go into the description about what type of things you're doing.
So for me, it's correcting myself because I learned from past relationships. I don't want to repeat those same cycles.
Yes.
With my son's dad, he tried to tell me different things. In so many ways, I'm unhappy. This and that, whatever. He wasn't the greatest guy in the world, but I'm this, I'm that. But he had a woman at home who wouldn't listen to him. Me. And I had to learn how to go about that differently. Shut the fuck up.
I love it.
Okay.
That is how I'm bettering
Okay.
myself. I'm bettering myself because also I'm loving me more. I had to look at old relationships again. What is in me that I would allow someone to treat me like that
Right.
and stay? That I had to learn. So
Yeah.
I think it
I can
depends
see
on
that,
the
though.
woman.
Because, hot girl summer is amazing. Don't get me wrong. I was in a relationship for 12 years. So when I became single, I was like, oh my
How
God.
long you
this
been
is
single
it?
now?
I'm single. and
How
ready to
long?
mingle.
How long you been
Oh,
single?
I've
Ready
been
to
single for
mingle.
3 years.
So you been a hot girl for 3 years?
No.
Oh,
No. I want to say now my hot girl started.
Okay, so at what point are you at right now? Because when I hear this bettering myself, it's usually bitches just fucking around. Let's just being honest.
You know what? I've been reading a lot of books. Four Agreements.
For agreements.
Four
That
Agreements
was
is
amazing.
dope. Fifth Agreement is
that
dope.
was amazing. Just
Power of Now.
learning how the way you take things can change your whole demeanor. You know, and I think that I lost my father, so that took another turn. You know,
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you losing your father? Did you learn how to appreciate a man more, like more so like for your son?
Yes. Now, do I want my son to have what I had with my dad? 100%. Yes, I do. I appreciate men. I'm not against men. Now, there's different types of men. There's different levels. You know, like not every man deserves the type of love that you would give to your father.
So you know
or
the
to
difference
your-
between your fuck around men,
Oh,
the one you can
100%,
really cater
yes.
to,
Yes.
and the one you really
Yes.
sacrifice to be with.
Yes. You know.
Look,
I
let me
mean-
be specific. What are you working on yourself personally that's going to benefit the man that's to come or the man that you want? So if he meets you now, or he meets you a year from now, you've been working on yourself a year from now. What are you doing specifically that's going to benefit him to having a better quote unquote girlfriend, wife,
I just think
children,
honestly,
baby
it's
mom, whatever you
my
become?
mental. You know, a lot of stuff that triggered me in the past doesn't trigger me anymore. a lot of stuff that maybe in the past I was like, oh, hell no, I'm never going to take the shit from a man. I'm like, well, maybe now I see why men feel the way they do. Okay. You feel me?
I actually really like that question.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
You know, it's you're saying it in a very different way than I was seeing it. Like you're saying, how are you bettering yourself for the person or for the man that's going to be in your relationship? Right. I was thinking it like, how am I going to be better for me? No. And then I'll be really good. And then like in the sense that I'll be good for the other person. I'm bettering myself for you, as in like our relationship can grow and be well together, if that makes any sense. But now that you say it like that, I like the way that I'm improving myself is the way, you know, Triana was saying is diving deep in these books that are improving your like self-love, you know, being able to love yourself and not waiting for someone else to tell you what your value is, or like that you're good enough. Because I think a lot of women do that. Like they in a relationship, they get with men so the men can love them because they don't love themselves. So they allow domestic violence. They allow the cheating. They allow a lot of these things.
Oh, don't let her finish, CG. Let her finish. Let her finish. She on the road. Let her finish.
No, I'm not saying that. She had me. She had me and she lost me.
Look, he feel like cheating don't end the relationship.
She had me and she lost me.
She was cooking. Go ahead, Jenny.
No, you cooking. Keep cooking.
So they allow these things because they don't know exactly what they want in a relationship, or they don't love themselves enough to say, this is what I accept, or this is what I'm going to allow, because when I submit to you, you're loving me. And if that means losing my identity, so be it. I was in a relationship where I had these spiritual, because I was raised Christian, right? So my family, like, you know, being celibate is super important, and you don't have marital sex, like outside sex.
So your parents.
So they raised me in that. And so when I was in this relationship, I met him again. I was looking for love in the wrong place. I met a man that didn't have the same direction as I did, meaning he didn't have my faith. And so he would ask me, and I'm going to be completely honest here, he would ask me, you know, to have sex, and I didn't want to. But many times I did it because he would tell me, well, if you don't love me if you don't have sex with me. And so I would allow this to happen, and then I would cry afterwards. And it would break me because I knew that this wasn't me. I knew this is what I wanted. I wanted to follow my faith. I wanted to stick in my faith. But because I deeply, deeply wanted someone to love me, I allowed myself to break this promise that I had for myself, or the identity that I wanted for myself.
Did you blame him or do you blame yourself?
No, I blame myself. I don't blame him.
Okay, so you took full accountability for that.
I take full accountability for it because I should have loved myself enough to say, you know what? I don't need to be in this relationship. I don't need to compromise my identity for you.
Okay, yeah, because as far as the self-improvement, we got like 3 identities, right? You got the physical, you got the mental, and you got the spiritual. Usually people only choose to work on one.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all said, I'm pouring into the books. Okay, cool. Are y'all working on your physical? Y'all in the gym? Y'all working out? Because you know that's important.
Yes.
That's important to guys.
Yeah,
it is.
You know what I'm
for
saying?
me, as I'm setting it up because it's going to be a process. There's a challenge. It's called 75 Hard by Andy Frisella.
I saw that.
It's an amazing challenge that I'm going to start as soon as my birthday comes around, just so I can kind of get the alcohol out of my system because you cannot drink. I just want to be able to drink if I want to. But then when 75 Hard comes, I want to give my full attention. And that means a physical, like that's a physical growth that you're doing for 75 days because you're literally working out 2 times a day. And one of them has to be outdoors. Mm-hmm. So that's big. I mean, that's so draining. I did it once. And the only reason I didn't complete it was because I got food poisoning and I was in bed for 3 days. So I'm looking forward to that. That's another one of the ways that I'm looking to improve myself physically. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's also very important.
That's dope. I'm actually about to start a 48-hour fast myself, starting Monday. So I'm gonna get into that fast.
We have a thing at work where we're all trying to do that 75 at work.
Okay, let me ask you. Because they're gonna kill me if I don't ask you this.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
I gotta ask you this.
Okay.
At what point did you stop and realize going, damn, my weight is getting out of control? And how did you let it get out of control? Because I'm a gym freak, right? I'm a gym rat, right? If I see any type of anything, I'm tripping like, oh, hell no. Nah. Like, I'm going 2-a-days. So I'm always confused how people that's heavy or obese, how they let it happen. Like, I don't understand the mindset of how they let it happen. Because if I'm looking at myself, I'm like, damn, I'm getting kind of big. Yeah. It's like, how do they get to that point of like, damn, it's almost no return? Like,
well, there's always a return. I don't think that I'm actually like even very healthy. I know that you see a big person, but if you look at my cholesterol levels, my sugar level, I'm good. Everything is on range. I just happen to be a big girl. And trust me, that ain't stopped nothing. But of course, everybody has their own perception of a big person. You can be big and sloppy, or you can be like me, big and sexy. You feel me? So I just feel like I feel like I'm not saying I've lost 50 pounds, by the way.
Okay, congrats on the 50 pounds.
But not necessarily saying because I'm a big girl doesn't mean that I'm not working towards getting out of that. You feel me? I mean, I was raised in a household where we're gonna eat what we can make you. It doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be the healthiest thing, but this is what you're gonna get. So I literally have been big my whole life. There's no pictures of me being small.
So
now,
this is programmed in you from a kid. Okay.
Yes, like if my parents only had rice and beans to feed me, I'm gonna eat some rice and beans because I gotta survive.
Okay, let me just interject. Because a few episodes ago, matter of fact, the parenting episode, go watch that one if you didn't. Okay. Me personally, I feel obesity is child abuse, right? You set your kids up for failure, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we said that.
She's living proof. Not saying you're a failure, right? But I'm just saying that I've always been big my whole life, and it was programmed into you from your parents, right? They didn't even give you a chance, or they didn't push fitness on you, right? You didn't have choice, 100%. And I'm sure if you had the choice, you would have chose the alternative of what you're doing now, right? Yeah. Trying to strive for better health 100%. Or whatever the case, right?
Because growing chubby, it doesn't give you the easiest childhood. You feel me? From the making fun of to the dating world. You know, I know everybody talks about big girls nowadays, but it wasn't always like that.
No, yeah.
You know, like
it was. I'm gonna say this from a man's perspective, not to cut you off. I just know from a man's perspective, I know between the homies be like, oh, get the fat one, like on some like, you know what I'm saying? Take one for the team.
She gonna take one for the team.
Yeah, and so.
But then they love her.
I mean,
they love her. And then the next one is always big.
I mean, of course.
Bigger and bigger and bigger.
I get that, but I'm just more so on the, like, if we out in the club type shit, like, they always try to throw the homie that don't have the most potential, like the fat chick. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, you know, it does get a bad ring, but, you know, what basically I think he's trying to get at is, instead of, like, just promoting it, more so try to make yourself the better version of you.
Yes.
Like, he see more potential in you. Though. And he not gonna say, like, I'm wording it, but he gonna say some shit like, you fat, get your ass in the gym. I'm gonna just say he see more potential in you than what you are now. You can be more beautiful what you are now if you lost more.
I know my potential, but because my head, sometimes I let it get to me, where as far as like life events that happen,
well, yeah, definitely your father. That's I get it. Yeah. But you should motivate yourself.
Do your friends motivate you to, like, do they keep it real with you? Or do they be like, oh, girl, you beautiful, you this and that, oh, you look good the way you is? Or do they keep it real, like how guys keep it real?
They keep it real, and that's why I keep her by my side. Because she keeps it real. She's a gym rat. She goes to the gym. She always pushes me. She does. And that's why I fuck with her. You feel me? But when I'm ready for it, I'm going to shoot for it. Now, should I be ready? Yes, I should, because my health should be my number one priority. But
you gotta be here for your son.
But because I'm big doesn't mean I'm not healthy.
Okay, look, we gotta stop saying that. Being obese is the literal definition of unhealthy. If you look up the definition, it's literally unhealthy. Don't let Lizzo run that program, because I can't let you keep saying that.
Nah.
Listen, I can't let you keep saying that, because that mindset is what keeps a lot of people in that comfortability zone to live like that. You're not healthy. It's not healthy. Your cholesterol could be good and all. It's not healthy. We weren't meant to be that big.
I hear you.
We were meant to be a certain size. It's not healthy.
I hear you.
Now, I will applaud you on losing the 50 pounds. Keep that shit going. You can get to where you want to go. It's all a mindset thing.
It is.
It's all fucking mindset.
I actually, you know, when I left my relationship, I was like 180 something. And for me, I'm only 5'3". it was big on me because I'm a small girl and I've been
right.
small all my life. But see, that's more of the work too that you were talking about
The
for
physical,
a relationship
right.
because I did the work. I'm 150 pounds now. And this was only
Shout outs to you.
Shout out.
a few months ago.
Okay.
So
Right.
that's
She
but
ready for a
it's
hot girl
working
summer.
on it. No, I don't do hot
She's
girl.
ready.
She-
No,
she
I don't
reading
do
the
hot
next
girl.
episode.
Okay, look. Let's move on to the next one. I gotta say this too because I'm so tired of. I'm just so tired of women in this narrative and then complaining about why men treating them this way. Listen, if you're on social media, shaking ass, we can see your ass. You showing your titties in the private stories. You doing all this freak shit, and then you.
These niggas is thirsty?
These niggas is thirsty.
Yep.
Just because I'm shaking my ass don't mean I'm a hoe. It don't mean you finna fuck. Look, bitch. And I gotta say the bitch word, right? I got to say the bitch
Hey, the
word.
bottle coming out right now.
Come on, cause we've been real serious. I gotta, you feel me? Look, bitch.
let's
if
go.
you shaking ass on social media, we're not viewing you as no type of wife potential at all. No. We're trying to fuck, and that's it.
She belongs to the
That's just the way you for the street.
Yeah.
Listen, I
You
got
for
to
the
debate on
streets.
this because I always get I'm the boring girl. I really am. And I always tell my girls, I tell my cousins stuff like that. They don't, do stuff like that, but they're sexually active with different people. I'm celibate. I don't care. A lot of men will say, oh, just because you sleep on the first night doesn't mean this. Or just because you post that don't mean this. Men are going to say that because they want to fuck. But a man who's looking for a wife do not want no bitch who's sleeping on the first night.
Hey.
He do not want no wife who's doing this.
Interject.
Yeah.
We gotta interject.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's not true.
I don't care.
That's not true.
Let me
Look.
finish.
That's
Let
not
me
true,
finish.
but that's
I
not
think
true.
that's bullshit,
That's
but
not
whatever.
true.
No.
I think men don't want, I agree with everything
ahead,
you said.
cook.
Don't want women, you out here shaking ass, don't want body count thing. I think that's kind of stupid, but a lot of men care about it.
Whoa.
But I don't know.
First date.
I think a lot of
Listen.
that, I agree. I'm
You can
for
get
sure
wifed on
one
the
of
first
what do they
date.
call it? The pick Mishas or whatever. Because I think all that shit, like nobody wifing
Tree,
you doing
had
all
me
that.
Yeah.
She
until-
had-
she had- you
That
lost
fucking
me.
on the first
You
night
lost
shit.
me with
So look,
that.
I'm gonna say this.
You
And
keep
I'm
it
If I'm
real.
a man and I'm
Hey,
looking for a wife and
hey,
you
Tree.
fucking on the
Grace
first
I'll
night,
say
Give
this.
him the best sex of his life,
Tree.
and he might
I-
wife you
I
after that.
would
You
date
never
Sally.
know.
not.
I'm just
Hey,
saying.
Sally,
I'm
there
just
you
saying.
go.
Now, I'm not
not.
against fucking on the first night.
I
I'm
am.
not. Because if I'm feeling you and you're feeling me,
The
we gonna
vibe
fuck.
is right.
Because I
Exactly.
might want to fuck you. You might not want to fuck me, but I want to
You're
fuck
not a
the shit out of
virgin.
you.
Stop playing.
Exactly.
And
You got a
not,
whole
and not like
kid,
that.
stop
Both of you
playing.
guys have kids, so we already kind of knowing. Like, look, let's stop playing this roundabout.
Yes.
But I'm gonna say, but Tree, I don't believe a woman's a hoe if she fuck on the first night or give it to you within the 3 months.
I'm
like
not
that.
saying she's a hoe if she does it on the first
But
night.
I'm just saying in general, I think we need to eliminate that stigma. I believe if you feeling him and how I'm feeling you, it don't matter. Time is subjective.
Yeah.
I feel like shit. If I just met you and it's like, damn, like, let's get it going.
Look, I'm glad you
I don't
said that
agree
because
with
look,
I don't
that
agree.
doesn't determine if you a hoe or not, right? Listen, you can make a man the Steve Harvey bullshit. You fucked up
Facts.
the game with that 90-day shit too.
Yeah, that
man.
shit trash.
Shame on you. But you can make
It
listen,
is.
a woman can make a man wait 90 days. That whole 90 days she's making him wait, she could be getting her back blown out by some exes.
Yeah.
By some whole, she could be doing whole shit this whole 90 days.
I'm not saying
No,
waiting
listen.
makes a man stay either.
No,
I'm not
listen.
saying the first night he's gonna
No.
leave you either.
I'm
It's
saying
in
it ain't gonna
you.
make us view you. We're telling you. We used to say that shit as kids because we didn't know no better, right? But if you ain't a virgin, that whole shit is out the window.
Okay, let me
You got a
rephrase
kid
that then.
already.
I think for the type of man, in my idea for what I'm looking for, the type of husband that I think of and I'm talking to God and I'm in tune with him about, I think for what I'm looking for, it doesn't work for me because I think that it matters.
So you want planned sex ahead?
It's not about that. It is not about any of that. Because listen, baby, it ain't that.
You said you're celibate, right?
But yes.
Okay, is there a reason for that?
Mostly just for myself, and I just don't like casual sex. I just don't enjoy it.
I can respect that.
I don't enjoy
Okay.
casual sex.
I can respect
That's
I
just
can
me.
respect that.
Okay, so you ain't having sex until you get in a serious relationship.
Yes.
Are you working towards a serious relationship? Like, how long you been celibate?
A little over a year.
Damn. So what you doing? Like what you doing?
She's sitting on that box.
What do you mean? What am I
She's
doing?
waiting on
If you,
it.
listen, if you don't use it, you lose it, right?
So
Whatever you don't use, you
evaporate
lose.
her to like the
Where
Barbie
did it
part?
go?
No, I mean like the skill.
Wait,
The skill
our
get
Where
the
did it go?
diminishing.
Our toys
The
now.
skill get the diminishing. But what you've been doing for a year? Like, what have you been doing?
Sexually?
No, I mean like as far as like trying to get into a relationship because you're only getting older. You already got a kid. So like, what are you doing?
Actively, I haven't been doing anything to get in a relationship because it's kind of just
This podcast
me doing
gonna
different
help.
things.
This
But
podcast gonna help you.
For sure.
no,
You're
it's not.
You
It's not. I
33.
have
Yeah,
been.
Jim,
I have been.
Jim, and that's a 24-year-old like, yeah.
You 33.
had
You
what?
got to stop playing and get in the game. You gonna
Somebody-
wait yourself
Yep.
out the game.
Yeah, don't do
No.
that. You a beautiful young. You a
No.
beautiful
Listen,
black
you gonna
woman.
wait yourself out the
No.
game.
Yeah.
Listen, this is what women do, right?
Listen, I'm in tune with what God has for me. That's a whole different playing field than me just being out here doing things. So earthly plans, and I can say, oh, I can go out here and date and have sex and do whatever, and I can do it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm in tune with him.
Let's do some
and my
divine
plan
intervention
there.
and get you
That
some,
is
get you a
Listen,
nigga right
you
now.
can
And
be
I
in
just
tune.
don't enjoy casual
Listen,
sex. Like I don't see
listen.
how that's
Yeah.
enjoyable for women.
That's just
I
great.
want that.
But listen, you can be in tune with God all you want. I'm here to tell you, God has more important things to worry about than delivering you a man.
Bullshit.
Listen, ladies,
It is like
ladies,
a billion
No.
ladies,
No.
there's 8 billion people in the world.
No.
God put us here. He gave you a brain and he gave you free will. And that brain is the tool to get what you want out of life. Right?
That's gonna go.
Listen, God is not delivering you a goddamn thing that you don't go out and get. Faith without work is dead.
Hey,
So
bro.
that's faith without
just
work.
use scripture.
Now,
nigga,
listen,
so
I
what's the
literally-
work?
listen,
So
I
what's the
gave
work?
you-
Having sex?
Listen, no, the work is putting yourself out there. You like, I'm not really doing nothing. I'm just kidding. Like, okay, you're not putting in any work.
I'm not.
Right.
I'm
so
not.
faith
I'm
without
not.
work is dead. That man is never coming. Women have to get out of that mindset. God does not give a fuck about you getting a man. You will die with that cat or that dog or that goldfish or what, hey, that rose, that dildo. You gonna die with that
No,
shit.
that's honestly something
Get
I'm
your
working
ass
on and I
out
need
here
to get out.
and get
I do.
on it.
Viral
God's
had
not
me.
delivering you a man.
Viral had me when he said, God is too busy to worry about you.
No.
That's gonna go viral on TikTok.
Bro,
That's
it's,
not true.
it's wars going
That's
on.
not
It's
true.
starvation. You think God
That's
worried
what
about
makes him
Russia right
God.
putting a man
That's
in
what
your
makes
life?
him God. He's not too busy for small things. There's no prayer that's too small. That's bullshit,
Okay,
and that's
mustard
your
seed,
belief.
omnipresent,
That's
okay.
bullshit. But I
Praying
do
for a
believe that I
man's
need
not
to
giving you.
actively
I don't
do
think that,
things.
I don't think that's
but
his priority
bullshit.
of blessing you though, of what's going on in this worldly issue.
If you have a built relationship with God, he's not sitting here telling you, if you read your Bible, that this war over here is more important than me listening to you and our relationship and what I have with God. That's not true.
This is what God is saying. Lady, I gave you all the tools to already go get what you want. Everything
Then why does he say no sex before marriage?
everything you're asking me, you already have.
So he says no premarital sex, but at the same time, he's too busy to bring women who do not have sex before marriage a husband. It's a contradiction.
What's the contradiction?
That you're
choosing
saying
to have sex.
God's too busy to be worried about me
Yes.
not trying to have sex with someone and what
Right.
I got going on
Right.
with this and that.
Yes.
Because he got bigger shit going on.
Yes.
So why does he tell his women and his men not to have sex before
Okay.
marriage? He brings them husbands
Okay,
and wives.
if you want to go by scripture, that's a whole nother debate. Number one, about what you believe.
You just went there.
No, I know. I just used it because I know you heavy into it, right? So I was just proving my point that faith without work is dead. But as far
I
as him
agree.
telling you to not have premarital sex is irrelevant to you already had premarital sex, already had a kid.
No, I'm
Now
not
you
going by
on
the Bible
market.
for my own. I'm not. I just don't enjoy casual sex.
No,
That's my reason.
Listen, we passed the casual sex. The point of you getting in a relationship, not only for you, for your son to get a man in the house, because you need that complete household. Not only that, you need a man.
I do.
As a woman,
do.
you need a man.
I
You were put
do.
here for a man.
I
So
do.
you're not doing anything to actively go seek out to be chosen. You like, oh, God gonna deliver it. How many fucking women you got to see die alone that was saying that same song?
No, I don't think God is just gonna deliver it. I don't think that. That's not my mindset.
That's why I
that
asked
always
you, what
just
are you
gonna
doing?
happen. I'm not doing anything, but I'm also not just saying, okay, God is gonna drop them out the sky while I'm sitting at home.
Okay, did you see the insanity in that? I'm not doing anything. I don't
You are
believe
kinda-
God's
you
gonna
burn the
drop me.
candle.
Honestly, because it's
Where's it
more
coming from?
so I don't know probably what to do. because it's certain things I'm looking for. And
Why don't you ask?
what? No, I was just gonna ask him though.
there
What
we
do you
go.
think the work is?
There we go.
Well, go ahead.
Okay. First, I got to find out what type of man you looking for because it depends. Different men, different work.
I believe in certain. I believe in certain areas you need to go.
that.
Period.
I do believe like certain places you need to go to attract certain men. Like go to like places like the NACA meeting where you can go homeowners and stuff like that. People that's trying to better themselves.
Elevate themselves.
But that's
Elevate
why I
themselves.
asked her what
Yeah.
type of man.
So you got to surround. You got to put yourself in a position to be in the area where the great men are at, or the
Tony
men
Robbins.
that you want. I mean, again, no, for real, seminars and things like that.
Right.
Go to the gym.
Hold
Or-
on. Find out what type of man she wants.
Oh, well.
She might want a ratchet nigga. Who knows?
I don't think she wants.
I know.
She's not selling shit on that box for
Hey,
you.
listen, them celibate ones be the freaks, man. Don't fall for that shit. But yeah, what type of man?
To be quite honest, when it comes to a man, mostly what I've thought about are qualities. I haven't thought like what type, this type, that type.
So you
I've
don't
more
even know?
so thought about
Damn.
how I want to feel in my next relationship because I went through so much before. I haven't thought about what kind of man I
need
could
to speak
build
that
with.
into existence.
I really haven't thought about
Okay,
what
as far
kind
as
of man
feelings,
I
what
could
type
build
of feelings
with.
you talking about? Like feel happy or like, what
I
you
just
talking about?
really want someone that I can be soft with and who can be soft with me. I think that's what women were here for with men anyway. I think we're supposed to be their soft place. And I know that's a part of who I am as a person. Someone I can be soft with.
Well, you can be soft with anybody, so that's not really
That's
saying
not
much.
true. You can't feel safe enough to feel soft with everybody.
Okay, this feels safe shit. What does that even mean?
Because you can be soft with someone and they use that as ammunition. They make
Ammunition
you
for
feel
what?
upset. To abuse you, to do whatever, to mistreat you, to anything. Everybody
manipulate
isn't
you.
worth you being soft to
They
them.
got- they got-
Everybody
my thing-
isn't
use
worth
that.
you being
Yeah.
soft to
But-
them.
but-
Why do y'all have that mindset? I don't understand.
Because I've been soft to people before and it got abused.
Right,
That's what I'm telling
but
you.
that's you living off your past results and making your past results your present.
Future, yeah.
So why would you keep reliving the past presently? You're never gonna get past
It's
the
not
past.
about reliving the past, it's about learning from it.
Right, learning from it
Okay.
is
So
is
learning
when I
from
see
it
the
knows
signs.
I can't give that to
No,
everybody.
that's not true. Learning from it is, hey, I see the signs now. So when I
Exactly.
see the
Avoid it.
signs,
Stop.
I'm gone. Instead of sticking
Exactly.
around- right.
Meaning I can't give it to you when I
No,
see the
that
signs.
does not
that means
mean
no.
That does not mean don't be soft. That's like him saying,
No, I'm
somebody
not
broke
saying
his
that.
heart,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna be feminine until I meet the right one. I'm gonna be a bitch ass nigga until I meet the girl I feel safe enough
Continue
to
to be
be
the right-
hard
No,
for.
I'm soft all the time. I'm saying I want a husband that I can be soft with. Like,
But you have
as
to
well
be-
too.
so my
I'm
thing-
soft all the time. I'm not saying I'm gonna be tough and I'm gonna be strong or whatever it is
But
until I
continue-
meet him.
continue-
I'm that all the time.
But if you continue to use your traits, whatever your love languages are, still project that out, and then that is going to feed to somebody who wants that. So
Yeah.
don't-
That's
'cause
what
you're
I'm
speaking their
saying,
language then.
though.
But you're
That's
saying-
that's what I'm saying, though, is that I am that person. I'm always soft. I'm always pretty much.
But you just said you can't be
mild.
You
soft.
said I can't be
I said
unless I
I
feel
can't
protected.
be with everybody.
But you can. I'm gonna be me with everybody.
Yeah.
However you choose
you
to
have
be.
to.
I'm
I
gonna
mean, it could
react
be
off of that.
trauma. It could be.
But you should be,
It
because
could
that is
be.
trauma.
I'm not
No, could.
saying that it's a perfect thing. That could be my trauma. I can't be soft with everybody because it's been used. I'm healing, but I'm not healed. I can't do that with everybody.
Okay, but see, this is what I was telling Raven, who left, right? About you're never gonna get on the frequency here of the guy that you're asking for because you're still on the frequency here. So the guy that you're asking for that you think you can feel safe from, you're still
looking
living on the
for you.
frequency of the
'Cause you're
guy that
afraid.
broke your heart. So in your
so?
mind, you know, thoughts create your reality, right? Whatever you think the most, the
Agreed.
universe brings it to you. It doesn't matter
Yep.
the universe doesn't know wants and don't want. So when you focused on I don't want this, I don't want that. Guess what the fuck is gonna bring to you? Exactly what you're thinking about. So all these red flags that you constantly
Facts.
thinking about, this is why y'all keep meeting the same type of guys.
Yes.
This is why I said erase that. Get on the
forward.
frequency you want to be now. Do the work to get there. You're gonna attract those guys.
I really honestly never took that take for it before though, but I really do. I like that to bring your mind there for because I always thought about it like, okay, it's just certain things I'm just not gonna do
Right.
until I feel a certain way. But it's just you
Nah,
just gotta
do
live
that
in
shit.
it. So I
Man,
do. I
women,
get
I heard
that.
women
So
say,
to
I'm
live
not
in
cooking
it.
for a man. I'm not doing this and that because they homegirl tell them that. Do that shit for that dude. And you don't even know what may feed into that man's spirit.
Yes.
that's crazy.
And I think, yeah.
And I've
That
heard
is
females say,
think
I've
that's
heard
crazy.
females say, oh, you doing that for him? You doing that already? That's not even your boyfriend yet or your,
Right.
whatever the case may be. Do it. Do it. And then, guess what? If it's a red flag, then you stop doing it. Don't fuck with them.
But at least you did what you do.
Yeah.
You gave the best
who
of
you
you.
are.
Right.
There you go.
Oh, yes, I can see
That's
that.
like going for your dream job,
Yeah.
and you know everything you got to do to get it, all the steps you got to take. But you like, you know what? I'm gonna skip out on this step and still expect to get the job.
Don't apply.
You're right.
All that shit. Just
It's like I ain't gonna study for this test.
Yep.
I'm gonna skip this course. I'm gonna skip this training, even though this training is
It's required.
mandatory and required
funny you guys
to
said.
qualify for the job. You saying I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
for
but y'all,
whatever-
my job
until I
only-
get the job.
Exactly.
I'll do all this shit after I get the job. What? Fuck you. Next.
Next.
Yep.
She did
No,
everything.
no, for
that's
real.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
And we're gonna
That
hire
mindset don't make no sense.
Yeah, and we're gonna
Exactly.
hire the one who's gonna go through all the requirements, all the steps to get
To
it,
get it.
because they put in the work.
Exactly.
You never know when
That's crazy.
it's gonna be the one.
There you, you never know. Y'all
Exactly.
leave out this podcast tonight. Boom. Well, all this you learn, and then bam, it fall right in your hand.
Yo, I
That's
like that. I just
crazy.
learned that.
Because
I really do.
Yes,
I like
I
that.
put myself actually. I don't mean to cut anybody off. I restricted myself. The type of woman I am, how I was raised, 100%. You bow down, right? I said I'm not doing that shit no more. Got me fucked up. Shit didn't get me nowhere. You feel me? But then only because I didn't, I refused to do it now doesn't mean that I'm not running into the right person that's gonna learn how to appreciate that.
And
So
you will.
if I stop doing it now, I might not never run into that person. I mean. So why don't I just continue to be myself, which is who I am. I am the type of female. I am the type of woman. So you know what? Maybe I do want to make you some tacos tonight. Maybe I do want to do this for you tonight,
There
even though
you
you're not
go.
my man. But that might wake
That's-
something
come
up in
on
your
now.
mind, like, oh, you know what? Yeah, this bitch kicked some, didn't
Ooh,
it?
if only trauma was that
It's
easy.
about to do-
It's
What?
not for me.
You brought some massages to the meat down.
but
You
but
never.
that's real
and
shit,
you know
though.
what?
No,
I
I
didn't
agree
think of
with
it like
that,
that because I was
but-
raised in a very old-fashioned household.
But see, so was I. I was too.
So I
But
get you, girl.
Like
Very
Vero said,
but-
we got to get past this trauma. We got to
Yes.
Right.
get past it. And
I
us as
agree.
minorities, we tend to sell our trauma very well, and that's what like Tyler Perry
mentality.
movies is a success. Why?
Yes.
Trauma.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? One of my favorite rappers, Tupac, Brenda Had a Baby, is one of his greatest hits. Trauma. You get what I'm saying? We got to get past this trauma
Yes.
and let's start talking about prosperity, positive,
Yeah.
uplifting.
But I always say when people watch music, you listen to different things, I think it feeds your spirit.
Of course it
Because
does.
I have friends, they love them baddies West and this and that
yeah.
and all those.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't watch none of that. I'll be like, I really feel like when you watch that, you'll catch yourself talking about people more. You'll catch yourself
gonna
being more
become that.
negative.
You're gonna become that.
Exactly.
Because that's all you feed in your mind. You're gonna
I
turn into
can't
that.
stand that.
None of them
But I will
reality
say
shows.
this, I'm gonna end the segment on this. Because ladies just think whenever they have problems, I'm gonna just stop fucking. And that's doing work.
No, I learned.
They
that.
listen, no, I'm not saying you.
No.
I'm just saying from my
They stop
own.
fucking?
No, listen, they go on. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, they go on the celibacy journey, right?
Okay.
I'm celibate.
it.
I'm not. I'm finding my like. Listen, if you went through that many dicks, that dick is the key to all your problems. Red flag number
Everybody
one.
says that.
Listen.
Everybody says that.
Oh God. that-
If you're a hot girl, you run it through dick. If you
No.
celibate, what the fuck? You went through 10 of them.
Shit,
No,
some
I'm
of these
saying,
hot girls be
if
eating
I'm-
boxes now because they be so confused now. I'm tired of dick. They switch
Listen,
things.
if you're gonna go on the celibacy journey, be working on yourself with all three elements. Be building your mind, be building your physical, be building your soul, and be working towards getting back in the field. Just sitting in the corner saying, I'm gonna just be celibate until God delivers. It's not happening.
It's not.
You're gonna die alone. I
yes.
guarantee
You're gonna
I
end up in
will
the
bet
same relationship.
my
you
last
were
paycheck or the same relationship.
Exactly.
But God's not delivering you a goddamn thing that you don't go out and get. Period. That's like me saying, I want to be a millionaire. I'm gonna sit here and God gonna deliver it to me.
Yep.
No, you're gonna be broke as a motherfucker on the street.
Hey, the lottery got that
It's so
saying
hard
you
to
got
get
to
out
be
there,
in
though.
it to win it.
It's
So you
not
can't
hard.
win a lottery if you don't play. It's the same
Exactly.
principle. You
I
got to
had
be.
that mentality though, because I did not want to get out there. No, I'm fine. I'm gonna take care of my son, and I'm just I'm
That
out
should
there.
get lonely, huh?
Your son gonna have a life.
It does.
No, and
Hey.
I'm lonely.
then at
It
the
really
end of the night,
does.
girl,
But
one of
it's
those
just so
one of those
hard
one
to
night
wanna deal
stands
with
might
people.
turn into.
I'm gonna
I'm
just
just
tell
so
you this.
peaceful at
I'm
I'm
home.
gonna tell you this. Your
That's
son.
But I
what I
don't want to
mean.
be at home alone
Did you
for the
hear what
rest
she
of my
said?
life. I don't.
Did you hear what she said?
What?
And that's why I said the longer you wait, the worse it's gonna get. Just how you said, it's so peaceful. I don't want to get out there. I don't want to deal with no. You're falling into that trap of you're getting used to the lifestyle that you in. that comfortability
I know, because
zone.
I noticed the longer you go into it, the
Yes.
less tolerant I am of people.
And that's what
And it's
fucks
getting
y'all over.
bad.
That's what
I am
fucks y'all
so
over.
You
intolerable.
gonna meet the new man? He sneezed too much.
Yep.
God, this nigga sneezed too goddamn.
Oh my God, what did I tell you? I told her that. I'm like, oh my God, this guy.
Look, it's gonna be little shit.
And
out
that was
here.
the man God delivered for you.
Probably. And my
Just
dumb
because he
ass was
sneezed
like,
too many
I'm too
times.
picky. I ain't settling. Like, check this out, baby. You please me, I please you. I'm settling.
Okay. Look, to the critics, let me say this because I'm so tired of seeing these comments too, right? When men are speaking about how men think or the wants that men want as far as women go, women's number one defense is that's not all men in the world. It doesn't matter if it's not all men in the world because one, you don't have access to all men in the world. You don't have action at all men in the world. You can't even speak to all men in the world. So why in the fuck does it matter if it's all men in the world? It's all men in your hometown, your city, the guys you got action at, the guys that you've been dealing with. It's those guys. That's who you need to be focused on. Most women can't even afford a flight to go see every man. And like, come on, let's be real. You're not going to get on a flight to go try and find a man. You're going to try to find a man wherever you live at.
Close proximity.
Close proximity. So you need to be focused on what's in your area. 9 times out of 10, you're not, who's going to really say, okay, my the guy got for me is in Anchorage, Alaska. I live in LA. Are you going to fucking Alaska to meet this guy? No. You're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to find something here.
That pussy too cold out there.
Right. So quit with all this every man in the world bullshit. Like, we got to
Not every man
stop
in the
all
world
that.
is. I don't want to hear the truth.
Say it again.
Not every man in the world is. I don't want to hear the truth.
These, what a fucking sound lady. You ain't sounding off on this shit. Sound off on that. That was a bar. The fuck? She tweaking.
So where you think the good women at then, or the good men at for these women that need to travel for?
I ain't traveling.
I think it's good. I think it's good men everywhere. But honestly, the women is like, bro, it's insane. And I want to get this out there too. It's not a black. It's not a black thing. It's not a young thing. It's not an old thing. It's a United States thing. It's a westernized civilization thing, right? Because
Like passport borrows.
guys think, oh, I'm gonna go get younger. Bro, have you talked to these young bitches?
They barely know how to wipe
These
their
bitches
ass.
is cooked. No, not even know how to wipe their ass. These bitches is so far with this feminist shit. They be more hardcore than these old bitches. Bro, have a conversation with some of these women. I'm talking white, Hispanic, Asian. They all got the similar mindset going on. They all being programmed with this bullshit. Like I said, Messiah, he in Costa Rica. He out the country right now, right? He in Costa Rica. That nigga FaceTime me today. Bro, I see what they talking about with this passport bro shit. The women out here, so fucking nice. They worship the ground men walk on, and they don't even gotta know you. Just the fact that you're a man, and he in shape. So he's like, he's up there as far as the ranks. Like, and he in shape, and he black. Like, they treat you like a god out here. There's no money involved though. Cause I know a lot of guys, they go out there, they tricking, and we all know, you know what I'm saying, they paying. Whatever the case. He like, bro, I ain't paying for shit. I'm turning down shit. They offering, oh yes, whatever the case. You want a massage? $100? Oh, I'm good. Oh no, fuck it. Just go ahead and sit down, Black King. I got you anyway.
Damn.
Like that type of vibe. So he like, bro, when I get back, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to tolerate the women there. Cause it's like day and fucking night. It's like day and night. It's like apples, oranges. It's totally different. How y'all feel about that?
I mean, I do feel that being, in the United States changes everybody's either the way you're
Microphone.
the way you're like programmed.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see what you're saying because you would go to a different place in the country and it's a different vibe. In the United States is like, now I'm not against women being women, like, yeah, we bad bitches, we can do whatever, but there's nothing like being soft with a man or even being submissive with a man. I'm not against that, 100%. I'm not.
Me either.
Hell no.
I love that.
saw my
think
mama
that's
do it
crazy
for
that
47
women are
years.
so.
Yeah.
This is rare that
Get your ass out
I'm
there.
not.
Yeah.
Because
Stop playing.
I don't understand.
Get your ass out
Let me
in the
just say
field.
this, and I'm gonna for sure be a pick Misha. why do women want to be men? I don't want to compete with men.
I don't want
to do what men do.
You take the lead, baby.
Right,
What we need
please.
to do.
I want someone to take over. Please
This
leave
is
me.
rare because most of the
Please
time
leave
it be a
me.
lot.
They gonna
of
call them all pick-me's, but I will say this: pick-me's get picked.
Exactly.
Why the fuck
Hello.
would you not want to
Trust
pick
me, girl. Them
Call
DMs
me
be
a pick me,
popping.
whatever it is.
But you know, honestly,
leave me.
It really goes down to values, though, right? Because
Yes,
like it
100%.
depends on how you were raised. I was
I
raised
would
very
love to
traditional,
really be
super
submissive
traditional.
and
So
do all
I
that.
do agree on like my man will come home and I will take care of him. I'm gonna cook for him. I'm gonna clean for him. Say whatever you want
So gender
about
roles,
me.
y'all fine with that?
I am okay with
Yeah.
gender roles.
If we were to
because
say that,
I
you
want
know
my
what-
man to take care of me, and I know
flip
he's
on
gonna
this.
take care of me in the way that he was meant to take care of me. I don't need to be the man in the relationship. I'm okay with that. I'm
But
okay
if
with that.
but if you're not showing me, you can be
he's
that
showing.
man.
No, he's showing.
No,
He's
but
then I'm
if
not.
he-
But
if
of
he
course,
is
if you're
that
showing
man,
me,
though-
oh baby, yes.
But if he's
What
that
you
man,
need?
I think men have to go out and conquer and take on the world, going to work. They have to be the employee, doing this. They have to be the friend, the brother, the son, the this. Men take on a lot, and especially black men. I want my husband to come home and feel like Superman and take his cape off.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Speak.
I want
Yes.
him to be at ease. I don't want him to
Nurtured.
sit in the driveway and feel like, damn, I don't want to.
I gotta go. I gotta go.
Right.
Yeah, this
Hey,
10 more minutes.
Hey,
10 more
text the homie
minutes.
like, nigga, what you on like?
No, I think when a man comes home to his woman, he should, like, that should be his sanctuary. That
Yes.
should be his peace.
That's a fact.
And women want to cook your own dinner. What?
I will say this: I don't believe women want to be men. I think women want to be superior. Because if women wanted to be men, they would be working the jobs men are working, right? How many women bricklayers you see? How many women you see working on the rigs? How many women you see picking up trash, drive? You know what I'm saying? Doing all these
I've
dangerous
seen a lot of
jobs.
truck drivers.
They're not
lately.
in construction. How many women on them crews?
Working on a roof.
But that's why I said I
Roof.
don't want to be a
Right.
goofy.
They don't want to do
man.
none of
No.
that, but they want all the benefits and the respect of men. It's like, hey, we earned this shit. We're keeping the world going. So I don't understand where the disrespect for men comes from. I don't get it. I mean, I know where it comes from. It's the programming, but we got to break out of that shit. That's a cycle that's keeping us down.
What's
Like
so
Raven said,
wrong
it's an
about
agenda.
submitting to a man that honors you, that loves you, that protects you, that stands by you? What is wrong with that? There's
Hurt people not doing the
doesn't
work
make
and
you-
blaming everybody else.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
it
There
is.
you go.
Hurt women who,
Period.
instead of doing the work, they decide to blame all men.
Of course.
And not doing
But
nothing to
because
change
they're
their
unhappy with
situation.
themselves, though. Like you said, they don't want to do the work.
I know it's just easier to
And
say,
you know
I
you
got
gotta
it,
do
I
the
can
work.
do it.
Ladies,
I don't.
And
I don't
we
got
can,
it.
and we
I don't want
can,
to do it.
and we
love it.
can, but we don't
I
want
don't
to.
got it.
Ladies, understand this. You can't shame men into doing what you want. We got to stop that too, right? I'm reading comments. Oh, these little boys, what the fuck they calling us? We broke now, like all type of shit, right? Because we don't align with what you agree with. You can't shame men into being the men you want. You have to become the women that they want. That's gonna get you the man. Calling us little boys, calling us broke, small dick energy, all
They're
that
trying to do
bullshit.
that
y'all
reverse
saying,
psychology
You-
shit.
that's not gonna work. Like,
But don't you
that's
get
just
what you
never
put
gonna
out?
work. You get what you put
So
out.
they're getting what they're getting because that's what they're putting out.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
That's one thing that really stuck to me. Like, you know
Accountability.
what?
Accountability.
Yes.
I think you can get women don't realize the
Jenny?
power that they have in their femininity. You can, the very thing a man will
That
say,
shit's
I
sexy.
ain't doing that. But if you know, instead of saying, you don't do this and you don't do that, but if you know how to sit down with your man and say, babe, well, you know, I really wanted to, you know, blah, 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 blah.
Ooh.
There you go.
That is a superpower.
But no, real shit.
But
That's
if
a
you know how
superpower.
to
Yeah.
use your
Yes.
For
femininity
real.
and sit with
Yes.
him and say, I just, you know.
Yes, sir. And
Are
that
you gonna-
femininity is a superpower.
Are you gonna say it's yes? Okay, girl.
Listen, use your
Say it in
feminine to a
Spanish.
power. I'm telling you, that shit appease
Men
that shit.
love
Appease a nigga's
soft
spirit.
women.
If you appease a nigga's spirit, you'll build him up. You can get that nigga to do anything.
This is what women don't understand. When y'all speak about men, like she said, a man that would die for you, that take care of you, that everything he does in the back of his mind is to benefit your life. Y'all not seeing, I don't understand how y'all not seeing that. When y'all think men, y'all just seem like y'all just see fucking red. I don't understand. This is a guy that
ops.
loves you wholeheartedly.
Facts.
The ops, right? Like what the fuck
Don't
are you?
need that shit.
This is the man we're talking about. We're not just talking about any random man on the street, right? Why would you not want to submit? You submitting is gonna make your life easier.
Easier.
Make his life easier. He's gonna make your life easier. You make his life harder, he gonna make your life harder. It's power in submitting. even if you are secretly running things behind the show, right? Every great man is a great woman behind him, right?
100%.
You can't reach your full potential without a woman. There's just no
Without
way.
your queen, yeah.
There's
But we
just
can
no
do
way
that
around
at
it.
home. You could run. You could do it.
But even no, but he basically saying even if you are like running the show, there's still allow that man to be that the figurehead or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
That
Then
book, she don't like. 48 Laws of Power.
Then
Never
what-
outshine the master.
I just don't get what the fuck do you marry the other person for if you don't trust them to do the job that they were put here to do?
You know what I think is that the word submission is
Slavery.
Taken out of-
It's a trigger
it's
word.
Taken.
It's so triggered. Like
a
it's
triggering
not
word.
that word is.
It's like if you're
hated.
submissive,
It's really
bad.
United
It's
States,
like
though.
such a,
You're
it's
not-
such a negative
you're
connotation
below.
towards it.
It's really the United States, though, really, honestly.
And it's not even. I don't even think it's submission. I think it's like total respect
Yes.
for
There you
your
go.
significant other. You know, when you
100%.
when you honor the work that they do out there, like, and I'm not saying you're a stay at home wife or a partner. Like you both of you can be hustlers and out there, you know. But as a woman, if you can come home and honor what he does as a man, which is completely different to what we do as women, and you love him and you cherish him and you put him up, like you gas him up, like, baby, I love the way you do this. I love the way my mom does it all the time with my dad. Baby, your coffee is the best in the world. Does he ever complain about making coffee for her? No, he doesn't. He's on it ASAP because he's feeling
spirit is
yeah.
More than you
He's
realize,
like,
though,
damn,
my
my
baby
baby
said I made
the
You
best
can
coffee.
control a man through submission.
Yes.
You
I was
realize
just
that.
gonna say,
You can do
if you
this
realize
through
when
the
you're
submission.
submissive, if you're submissive, a
was
lot
a
of
clap.
men
I know.
can
She-
value
hold
your
on.
wife's
That was a
opinion.
clap
Get
right
fired
there.
back there, man. God damn.
That was a clap.
What she doing?
Y'all
Yes.
is about to blow. I'm gonna tell you
They
this. All these men, they gonna
value-
be like them. I'm telling you, they gonna be on y'all like
But
steak
look,
on shit.
I like that when she said her parents told her
Facts.
these things because
Yes.
it's a cultural thing as well. Our culture is lacking that. We don't have mothers. That's the norm telling our women this. They raising
I
our
grew up with
women
that.
to
May
treat
I
men
add,
like
I grew
us.
up with that.
My father passed away recently, 6 months ago. My mom did not know what to do after
Cause she was with that man.
because she was serving
There you go.
this man. I'm talking about food was made. Kids were good. I mean, look at me. Kids were good. You feel me? I mean, we're sad. My dad, I never needed or wanted for anything. Anything, I promise you. That's the type of a woman I am now. The hardworking. I saw my dad and my mom putting in the work. You know what? My dad never missed a meal. Even if my dad was getting home at 2 a.m, my mom was warming up tortillas at 2:15. Tortillas, bro. I was warming up tortillas at 2:15.
And we
with my
arguing
daddy.
about getting up making a sandwich.
No,
Man, would you get up
no.
for your man to make a sandwich?
So
That's
it's
big in the
true.
Latino community, though.
Yes.
I
Waking
think
up
people
early
hear submission
and
and think that
making
means that they can't have their own mind.
Right.
But really,
Yes.
do they know being submissive? He values your opinion
Yes.
more
My
because
mom
you know
does.
how to
Fact.
be quiet.
Right.
He'll
He's done
value
for his
your
family.
opinion
He's
more.
doing it.
Listen, let me tell you something. I would see my grandparents argue. Not argue. He would get mad at my grandmother for whatever. She would do something. I never once seen my grandmother just going back and forth with him. You know what I heard her do? In the middle of the night, that pillow talk, she would say, "Oh, well, you know, Bob, blah, blah, blah." She never argued and went back and forth and did all that. It was
doesn't
always
get us nowhere.
soft. I ain't never seen my grandmother just, unless it was, little small stuff. But for the most part, when they had a disagreement, that was something they discussed
In
late at
private.
night, in private, in the bed.
All right, baby.
And
what
it's
was
a
up?
way to voice. It's a way to have your voice heard. You can have your voice heard without trying to match his. Like she said, you can disagree with what he said, but it's the way you say it. Like, hey, babe, you ever thought about it this way? Or hey, babe, did you look? Then he'll receive it better. Not like you challenging him.
Yeah.
Like she said, like the back and forth, like you trying to be the man. Like, hold on, bitch, wait a minute, I run the show.
No, you're right.
Fuck what you talk about at this point.
Really.
You better, you know what I'm saying?
Because it's like, if I can't guide you, then what the fuck I'm here for?
Exactly.
You gotta remember, it's like it's a partnership. You're teammates. You're not on
Yes.
opposite
There you
teams.
go.
Yeah.
This
There
is
you
my
go.
teammate
There
I'm
you
talking
go.
to.
Boom.
This is someone that if he gets better, I get
I
better.
said that
Yes.
last partnership,
Yes.
right? And
Like-
that's how I was saying with the 50-50 thing. It's a partnership. It works better that way.
Oh yeah, and see this episode I'm dedicated to the critics, right?
What, 50-50 shit?
Nah, not even
Oh.
50-50 shit. Because they like, hey, who these young ass niggas? These niggas don't know shit. Like, who look, we just look like this. You feel me?
We've been out,
work
man,
out,
listen.
drink water, avoid the bullshit. We just look like this, right? We are young, but we are well past our years as far as
Wise
wisdom goes,
beyond
right?
our age.
We done probably lived more life than your daddy lived. We probably done more life than your father ever lived. We just not no regular
Straight
type
Long
niggas,
Beach,
right?
straight out of South Central, baby. We done some shit, man.
Like we're well. How can I put this? You said
show?
what?
Y'all had a 50-50 show about
Last
50-50 with the
episode,
bills?
No, we
Well-
just had it. It was a topic. We didn't do a whole
Okay.
show on it, right? But I see the women going, "Oh, they too young to know what the fuck they talk." I'm even seeing some men saying, "Oh, they too young. They need to get some older guys on." I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, we make more money than most of these old niggas that you telling us to bring on. We done dealt with more women than these old niggas you telling us to bring on. Like, we done really live life. Like, we
Well
we know-
traveled.
Sprinkle got this
traveled, thank you.
50-50
Well
thing
traveled.
going crazy.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was put to bed. They brought that shit back up. But yeah, we ain't no regular niggas. But as far do your research. As far as you, because you got kind of triggered by the cheating thing, and I'm kind of like, damn. I thought your generation was kind of like waking up to that whole myth.
It depends how you're raised, though.
No,
She
I know.
could
I
be
know.
young, but her parents were like strictly this, strictly that.
Because
Very
they always ask
traditional.
me,
Very
why do you
traditional.
believe in this?
Yeah.
We actually do the research, right? I actually went to the motherland and did the research.
Oh,
Solomon,
shit.
run some clips for me, man. Look, we ain't no regular niggas, man. This us in Egypt right here. I went all the way back.
Thutmose the third, this one, his father was Thutmose the second.
Oh, they tell him his father had how many wives?
His father, the king Thutmose the second, he had married two wives.
2 wives.
Yes. The first one, she was a
Keep going.
official queen of Egypt, Hatshepsut, and second wife, he was the son of the second wife. Yeah. Thutmose the third.
wives at the same time. 2 wives.
Yeah.
Run that next one. Hold on. Say that one more time.
This is a King Ramses II and his wife Queen Nefertari. This is a favorite wife. The kings married more than 50 wives and 200 children.
The kings had 50 wives
Yes.
and more than 200 children.
Hey, so you know what that means?
Stop playing. Run that next
You
clip.
wasn't having no kids. It wasn't no weak lineages.
Stop playing with us. Learn your history.
About 130.
Oh, good.
50,
100
50 wives, nigga.
Yes.
50
These were
shit.
kings, right?
For sure. Keep running that clip though. See that? The woman knew her place. Behind her man. While he was leading. Ruling shit. She wasn't trying to be the man. Yeah. On your history. Talking about. This is black history we talking about. So you see how this is all black people. This is our history.
3,000 years old. Original artwork still there. Original colors still there. You see
All
the
this
color
shit,
here.
mind you, all this shit predate the Bible, right? All this shit existed before the Bible did. So even if
This is
you
what
want
the
to
Bible
go,
was writing about.
if you want to go biblical, this shit was already implanted before the book was even written. So the way they was living, that was already a thing before monogamy was created and all that. Like you said, was they all kings or whatever the
Yeah,
case?
because that
Well, that's why monogamy was created, right? You heard how many wives they had, right?
yeah.
50, 100, 200 kids. Monogamy was created so the regular guy can have action because only the kings and the royalty was getting all the women. So that's
Right.
really why monogamy was created.
So it's
But-
more of a social, like a financial status. If you're a wealthier man, you're entitled to more than one wife.
I mean, that's
Versus being
obvious.
versus being
A common folk.
yes, you can afford one wife, can't afford two.
Well,
or
it
three.
depends. It depends on the lifestyle that you live in. Because
Right.
just say, okay, you make 50,000, he makes 100,000. Y'all got a sister wife, she make 50,000. That's 200,000 in the house compared to 150,000. It just depends on the type of lifestyle you want to live. I'm not saying this for everybody,
Right,
but
right.
I'm just saying
Be more open to it.
be more open to it because it's a losing battle. That's how I feel. I feel it's a losing battle. As you can see, it's been going on since the beginning of time. So what makes you think it's going to change now?
I don't think it's gonna
The
change.
earliest what the fucking word?
Hieroglyphics on there.
Not even hieroglyphics. The earliest I'm at a loss for words right now.
Well, let me ask you this then. Do you feel like is cheating a deal breaker?
Man, I'm probably gonna get chewed out for this, but in my past days, it was. Now it's like
How it's
you're
done.
gonna do it regardless.
Dang, what's the word I was looking for?
You're gonna do it regardless. So, I mean, you okay with me cheating?
Hell no.
You feel me? Like I don't know. Like at the same time, it's like, well, you're gonna do it regardless. So am I gonna be rocking with it or am I not?
As long as you don't find out about it, that's what it sounds like for you. As long as you don't find
Nah,
out
because
about
I'm gonna find out. You always give it up, but as long as it's not gonna be an issue when I do it.
Early recordings, yeah, that was the word.
Oh, okay.
Records.
This is the
Sorry.
early recordings of human history. It's been a thing. Let me ask y'all this. Work husbands, do y'all have those?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
What does that mean?
The
Okay.
nigga you flirting with at work.
Define.
That shit.
Oh yeah.
God damn.
Define.
That work, you know the
100%.
guy that flirt with you, he bring you lunch, you
think
know, he
every
might
woman
get a little
got that.
touchy
Every woman got that?
Every
Oh,
woman got
Lord.
that.
Every woman got that?
Every woman
Shit.
has a work husband, and every woman has, I don't care who she is, she got a dude in her phone. They can go years without talking. And
But
if
once
they
you call,
each
they
other,
answering. Yes.
every
Yes.
woman
So
got
every
it.
woman has a work husband. So because I'm learning this now because we are men. Every woman has a work husband.
Every woman.
And every
Everywhere I
woman
worked, I had one.
Is
so
a
yes.
work husband cheating?
Shit.
My mama don't got a work husband.
No. We talking
I
about y'all right
I
now.
need to be clear. I mean, I don't have a significant other. So, I mean, does
Do you have a
that
work
count?
husband?
No.
You don't.
I don't.
So
Does that apply when you're single?
Does that
Or
ap-
just
yeah,
when you're in a
does that
relationship?
No,
apply
I
when
mean
you're
like in a
single?
relationship, like because I always
Yeah.
see this thing women play about work husbands, right? I know, just being a man, I know how I am around women, right? So if I had like a work wife, I know how I would be, real flirtatious.
Oh, I am. So,
So-
yes.
Wouldn't that technically be cheating?
y'all going on lunch dates. He buying y'all Starbucks in the morning.
Yes. Just say yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna say they don't flirt with me, but I'm single, so does that count as having a work
No,
husband?
you being
No, 'cause
single
she's
is
you're
cool.
single, yeah.
If you're in a
I'm speaking on, like, if you get in a
relationship.
relationship,
Okay.
would you put a boundary up,
Oh,
or
you
would
should.
you allow it to happen?
I mean, I think you should.
Oh, I am.
I really think you
I
should.
have one,
don't
I
think
mean-
you
Are you
should
accepting
allow
gifts
that.
from your work husband? No, like if he buying you coffee, are you still accepting it if you're in a relationship? If he's going to Starbucks, hey, Jenny, I'm at Starbucks. Do you want are you accepting that gift?
Yeah.
What if he just brings it?
But that's what he mean. Are you accepting?
Are you accepting the
Hell
gift?
yeah, I'm gonna drink that free coffee.
That is a free coffee though.
So you're accepting
But I mean,
gifts from your work husband
it
even though you're in
depends.
a
I
relationship?
guess it depends on what he wants from you. Like if he's
You
doing
not
it
tell- are
to
you
get
telling
something
him?
out of you.
You know what he wants from you. He want to fuck.
Exactly.
Bottom line.
Oh,
Yeah, eventually.
Hey, B,
No.
come on now.
No
That's
man
all
is-
that-
I think I've learned that now.
No
so that's
man is
why I'm
supposed to
receive it.
He's not
Don't
being
receive
nice just because your hair is black. Like, no, he wanted to grab that long, luxurious hair of yours.
I know you young, but you
Come
don't
on
be
now,
that
don't-
naive.
yeah.
You know what he wants.
So are you accepting the gift still while in a relationship?
dang, you shouldn't.
But are you though?
yes.
You say you shouldn't, but are you doing it? Yeah.
Probably.
All right, look. Oh, okay, look, fellas.
What that say? Look.
Oh, wasn't me that work husband. There you go.
Look,
The
he brought
opposite
up
sex
the-
who may
it says
have
a
close
work
platonic
spouse.
friendship in many ways. These relationships can mirror a real marriage, according to
The work
Oh,
husband
yeah.
is the guy she going to vent to when you
About
fucking up at home.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is
Right?
the guy
exactly
we making
what
a
he know.
plate for when we have
That's
lunches?
exactly-
He
At
know
work?
all your
Yes.
bullshit, all the bad
As
shit
soon
you
as we
doing.
fuck up, he trying to drill
That's
at
the
me.
guy that's trying to nail your wife. So hey, be cautious about these work husbands, right?
Yeah.
But if your girl work from home, you ain't gotta worry about that type of shit. But you know,
Oh, look at this.
Them teams,
You slid that one in.
them
Hey.
I don't know if they use teams at work. Them teams.
Let me ask you this though, and let me ask you this: like, would y'all feel? What if say y'all have work husbands? How would y'all feel if y'all man had like a work wife? Would y'all?
They do.
Yeah.
No, but would you be cool with that?
It is what they're gonna do it regardless.
That's what you shouldn't.
So why we
like,
trip over it?
You shouldn't. I guess it just depends on it's case by case, right? Like what relationship you have with your significant other. Like if I'm in a relationship and it's a really good relationship and you know, I don't want to jeopardize it by allowing someone to like flirt with me or like think that he can have an opportunity to someday, you know? So I would honestly say no. Like I know what you want. Let's just keep it professional and you know, you can take your coffee wherever. Throw it away, drink it, whatever you want.
let me ask y'all this. I just want a quick yes or no. Do you feel all men are the same?
I don't think all men are the same.
No.
I don't think all men are the
Okay.
same.
So let me ask y'all this. Why do women? How can I put this?
Think men are
Why? No. Okay. I'm gonna put it like this. Why do women say all men aren't the same or all men don't think the same when their opinion goes against your beliefs? So if we was to say something you don't agree with, your response would be, well, all men ain't the same. But when that guy breaks your heart, does you dirty, dogs you out, now all men are the same.
I never said
Why
that.
do y'all do that?
I've never had that opinion.
I think I'm not. I can't. Yeah, I
You know
never
what I'm
had
saying?
that. I never had that opinion, but I've seen it from my friends, and I think it's just a like a defense mechanism where it's like they're all the
hurt
same.
reaction,
Yeah,
just-
yeah. They're all the same, but they're not. I personally don't think that. Maybe you got a crowd of, women.
I never
that
thought
think-
they
that
were the
think-
same
that
because I've
think very
seen
different
men
than-
cheat.
These are
I've
good set
seen
of
men
women.
who didn't. I think I've seen men who are great providers. I've seen men who need to go 50-50. I've seen all men. They're different. A lot of men are different. I think that a lot of them have different
Similar
mentalities, but a lot of men do think the same. I think they have a lot of the same general thoughts. Men are visual creatures. That's every man. But thinking the same, all men doing scandalous shit, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're all raised differently, different values, different traditions, et cetera, et cetera.
But they all
just-
have the same purpose, though.
I just
They finna tear our
feel me?
asses to
No,
find
no,
us.
no,
Hey,
no,
look,
no,
don't worry
no,
about that.
no,
Don't let
no,
that
Find
bother
this
you.
cat here.
Because at the
Don't let
end
that
of the
bother
day,
you.
It don't bother me.
Don't let
It
that bother you. They gonna call
me.
y'all pick me's and all type of
Listen,
shit.
I will
Listen,
live by it.
It's cool shit. Pick me. If I'm gonna split the bills.
pick me's
shit.
get
It don't
picked.
bother me.
That's how I
So
look at it.
who has it easier in your opinions? Women or men?
Women.
Oh, we have it easier.
Women have it easier.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We
get free
can-
stuff all the
yes,
time.
all the time, and all we gotta do is look pretty.
I was
Or
just
smell
glad
good.
y'all-
I'm glad
Yeah.
y'all-
Do your
I'm glad
hair.
y'all admit to it.
Well,
I'm loving
when
it. Like,
I walk into work and I already got 5 coffees waiting, and I don't
I
have
know
to do
for
nothing but
sure
smile.
that women have it easier.
we have
I
it
know that I've
100%
gotten
easier.
jobs just because I'm
Yes.
cute. I know that I've gotten
Yes.
free stuff because of
100%.
whatever. Women
Women
have
in
it
Vegas
100.
can get into clubs, right?
oh yeah,
Like
right,
free?
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
You all y'all together back. Come on.
I
But a
say-
guy has to pay. How much?
Have you guys heard of Nora Vincent?
Nor Vincent.
Yeah, it was this woman, right? She was a super feminist. Super feminist. Oh, men got it easy. Men got it easy. Women aren't slaves. Women this, women that. And she went undercover to live life as a man. And during this time of living like a man, it was so hard, the hardships that she had to endure, she wound up killing herself after the experiment. Because the world was that brutal on her. Solomon, can you find that for me? Just put a picture up, Nora Vincent. I should have gave you that. But yeah, I find that crazy that women always say they got it so hard, they don't understand the difficulties of living life as a man, which she literally killed herself just pretending being a man.
She can quit at any moment. Oh damn.
Oh,
Mind
she
you-
looked
Dark
like
hair,
a
Ellen-
whole man.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Mind you, she was a feminist, right? So she believed all that bullshit, and then she got that wake-up call. So
I think a lot of women say that because it be hurt. A lot of
It's a
women
lot of
say
hurt.
women have it harder because men get to just do what they want, and then we're left to pick up the pieces, and then we're left to be the single mom, and then we got to pay the bills, and then we got to do. So all those things, yes, it's hard, but I think having it harder than men, I think life is hard on men, and I think especially on Black men.
You know why maybe that might be an argument it's like for outside the United States. Like if you're speaking of women that are actually
Like
I
second
forget
class
what they're
citizens.
yes, they're second class citizens. Like in the Middle East, I took a class. I took a class on like the Middle East and all the different cultures that they have, and they are second class. Like they don't have the right to speak up. Like they if they take
Yeah.
off, I'm
Their
sorry if I'm
hijab and all that
butchering
stuff,
this
yep.
exactly. Like they will get killed. That is pretty
That's
bad.
true.
And you
I
would say
seen that
that
firsthand.
Yep,
you
we
know,
did. We seen that in Egypt where I think a lady was wearing all black because her husband passed away, and she no longer can remarry and can no man have her.
Yes.
She's no longer desirable
Yes.
because she
Yes.
belonged to
we
someone.
were in the
yes,
pool.
Yes.
She was
oh,
swimming
yeah, in the whole garment.
with the whole thing on.
yeah,
She couldn't even take it off in the pool.
Yep.
And they can't look other men in the eyes.
can't.
They got to look at the ground when we walk by.
Yeah.
The man walking, they walking behind, they looking down. They
Yes.
can't even look you in the eyes. So when y'all out here drinking your lattes and you know what I'm saying, talking about you oppressed,
Yeah.
take you a flight,
real.
go to one of these third world countries like she's saying, go view real oppression so you can see what it really is. Y'all a bunch of spoiled
And
motherfuckers.
like how your chest is out right now, that's a
Oh, yeah, that's a
what?
no-go.
They
Well,
will catcall
if I
you to
may
death.
add, recently my brother's friend reopened like a Michoacana. I don't know if you guys have seen those stores. They sell
Yeah.
ice creams. There was I think she was Middle Eastern because she was wearing one of those whole from head to toe.
Yeah.
I don't know what made that girl go up and dance with one of the guys. You should have seen the way that her mom came and dragged her out.
Yeah, that's a big
Dragged her away
Big
from
no-no.
the crowd.
Yeah, it's everywhere. I mean,
It's-
there's like an Amish community of Jews that they do not intertwine with like the rest of the world. I don't know exactly where it's at,
you
but
talking about like they're in Utah and all that?
I think it might
Yeah.
be in Utah. But basically, like these women, like you said, they can't shoulder shoulders. If you marry a man and you can't have a boy, like you can't have a boy, you have to divorce it. You get a divorce because you're not a good enough candidate or a good enough wife. Like you're basically what's the word?
Worthless.
Yeah, basically worthless. And they get to
keeping
a
their
man gets to
legacy.
remarry somebody, gets to remarry another woman. You know, in that perspective, the question that you just asked, I would say yes, women do have it harder in a third world where they are oppressed, where they are second class citizens. Here
I
in the
respect
United
that.
States,
No.
please,
Okay.
we are victims and we are.
But not by the standards of theirs.
No.
Yeah.
No. And in the sense, like, we have a victim mentality. Like, we want to play oppressed. We are not oppressed. We're not.
At
So stop
all.
acting like we are oppressed. We
Jimmy's
have
on
so
the
much
block,
freedom.
spin.
Even from like a crisis standpoint, women and children saved first.
Hey, hello.
Facts.
On
There
a
you
cruise
go.
ship.
There you
They
go.
women,
Yes.
women and children first all the
Y'all
time.
never
Yeah.
seen Titanic?
There we go.
Look, okay, let me ask y'all this. Options for dick, options for relationship. Do you guys know the difference or do you see it all the same?
Well, we
I think
clearly
it
know I see
depends
it
where
different,
you're
so.
at.
Because
Where you're
because
at
when women be
mentally.
like, I got all these options.
Those are all dick options.
You be dick options. It don't be too many
It's a
for
difference.
actual relationships, but their ego is built off of the dick options.
Yeah. Because anybody can get dick, honestly. You just got to be a woman. You don't even got to look good.
There you go. Sally, you spitting. You,
You
are spitting.
That's a fact.
Honestly,
That's
like,
a fact.
I mean, you know, it goes back
You-
to my
you
way.
just
You would
eye
think
fucking-
I can't pull her.
All you do,
I
if
can
you
pull
eye
her.
fuck a man a little too long, he gonna be thinking, okay, like what's happening?
Yes, 100%. So all you got to be as a woman, you don't even got to look good.
That's the
You
whole,
don't gotta look good. All you
Well,
gotta-
one won't do, the next one will,
Oh
and
my
it's like,
God,
yeah, he gonna do the
girl.
same
And I-
thing
and
and
I
get the
said-
fuck on.
Say it again.
He gonna do the same thing and get the fuck on.
Okay. I think women got to get out of that mindset of it's just these unlimited options. Like that's really fucking up the game. Like yes, it's unlimited options of dick. Guys are lined up. They gonna play the part. They gonna play their role until they get what they want. Then the true colors coming out.
100%.
You don't have unlimited options. I don't give a fuck who you are. Come down to earth a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, and another thing because they was the viewers. You guys were complaining about the women that was on. Like, oh, they dumb. I think they handpicking women just to go viral. Like they picking dumb women. Here you go. You got 3 well-spoken, intelligent women.
Diverse
So,
as
shout
well.
out to y'all because y'all are very well-spoken. So I want to commend y'all on that.
Thank you.
Because they was literally going in on me like, man, all these bitches dumb. Get some intelligent women on the show. Women that could
He
talk.
won't talk to me like that, all that. Yeah, I be hearing
It's
all
still
that
gonna be
shit, bro.
complaints
So
because they
shout
gonna
out to
say they
y'all.
just went and got a bunch of pick-me's.
Right.
And it's
Look,
like,
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Damn if you do,
Right.
damn if you don't.
But the crazy thing's you didn't, though. She's my friend.
I didn't. My
You don't
first
know
time meeting
her.
her was
Yeah.
10 minutes before the show.
Exactly. This is
Same here.
so the people are gonna talk regardless. You're doing good, you're doing bad. They just mad they weren't the first to get to it.
That's all I'm gonna say. Look,
know?
you like they said, damned if you do, damned if you
I
don't.
think people just be mad a lot too because they don't want to admit that they can't be certain things. Pick-me's, not
Truth
pick-me's,
hurts, huh?
whatever. I'm a good woman.
Truth hurts.
Pick me or not.
Man.
Ladies, stop bragging about paying your bills. That doesn't make you a better woman. It's not gonna make guys want to pick you any more. Doing what you got to do as an adult, we're all
Come
doing
on
the
now.
same thing. That's not nothing to brag about. Every working class adult with a job that lives on their own is paying a bill.
Same thing.
Doesn't make you special. In fact, you're bragging about being a slave because, number one, why are we even paying bills? You was born here. The earth was here already before we got here. So who in the fuck just decided, hey,
monopolize
You got to pay
energy
me
and
to
water.
live here, somewhere that was here before I got here. So, in essentially, you're bragging about willingly being a slave because we're all quote unquote slaves to the matrix anyway. Because why are you paying bills? The earth been here. So yeah, chill out with that. I'm paying bills. That's not gonna get you picked. I'm sorry.
I think they don't want to be picked
Ooh, damn.
because I pay my own bills. It's like I don't need you. 'cause
It's
I'm doing
equivalent.
it on my
It's
own.
equivalent of a kid.
That's a good.
Yeah, I
I
feel
never
like,
heard that
like, a
perspective.
kid
That
wiping
is a
his
good
ass after the shit. Like you supposed. Like this is what you're supposed to do. Like
You don't get credit for what
like
you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
You know, this is what you're supposed to do.
If you don't pay your bills, you're gonna be in them streets.
Man.
So
I think a lot of people struggle. And then it becomes, oh, I pay my own bills, so what can you bring to the table, or blah, 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 blah. Or it becomes 100% financial because women want compensation for being hurt.
yeah. But it's like
That's a fact.
Damn.
That's low key a fact.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that is.
Ladies, also,
I just gotta.
every man didn't fumble you. Sometimes you got punted and didn't know it. Right? Sometimes you got the boot
Nigga
and didn't
gave
know
you
it,
away.
right?
Like, man, look, it's 1st and 10. Look, nigga, I don't even want the ball. Bye.
Listen, every man.
You're an asshole.
I swear to God, you did not get fumbled by every guy.
Hey,
Sometimes
man.
you fumbled the guy. Sometimes he gave you
100%
away.
on that one.
Facts.
Yes.
Because every woman feel like, oh, you lost a good. Like, come on, stop playing.
Bitch, you talked yourself out of this relationship. You
Hey, I'm
complained
not gonna
yourself
lie.
out of this relationship.
That happened to me a couple of times.
You
I
complained
was-
yourself out of a relationship?
Yes, 100%.
Damn.
At least-
You know my history. So when I said I met some good men and I fucked it up because I thought all men were the same. No, bro. You
look.
fuck yourself up sometimes. Sorry.
But no, you good.
That's
You good.
facts.
As we run out of time, I got to get this out because I find this alarming. The problems between men and women are becoming so drastic, right? They did this study. They started counting from 2018. By 2030, it's estimated that 45% of women between the ages of 25 and 44 will be single and childless. It's 2023. By 2030, almost half the population of women will be single and childless. How in the fuck does that better society?
You got to repopulate.
Mind you, do you look at what the quote unquote elites, the type of messages they put out, right? They want lower numbers on Earth because lower numbers of population, people are easier to control. How do you get lower numbers? Kill people off, have people stop having kids. Women are now bragging about, oh, I'm not having kids, and I'm glad the rates are going down. Like, do you not see what's going on for real?
Yeah, it's all a government stipulation to keep us.
It's an agenda.
45%? You got a son. I got a son. This is just by 2030. Imagine when it's time for them to go look for it.
Be the man.
Bro, it's
They're gonna
getting
be-
spooky.
They're going to be the last of a dying breed because we're active fathers in life. So it's like the realness from them coming from them is going to be like, nobody's going to accept them like that. It's going to have to be an old school young lady that's going to be raised by her father as well or have a 2-parent home to understand where they come from because
And we have sons too, girl.
Yeah.
You have a son. I have
Yeah,
a son.
Y'all got
do.
sons?
Yeah, I have an 11-year-old.
So just
yes.
imagine your son navigating in this world where women are having surrogates with no father figure in the household. They're raising the kid with their fucked up beliefs. Then you got half the women who didn't have kids. It's gonna be slim pickings for us. Like it's finna be ugly if we don't get a grip on this shit. So while y'all complaining about relationships not being the topic, we need to get to some type of what's the word I'm looking for? Agreement. Some we need to fix this
Come
issue
together.
because it's bigger than what it seems. It's all fun and games right now. Hey, Thanos was. hey, you know what's crazy? Hey, look, the villain is really the hero that's misunderstood.
Man, who you
Thanos was really a hero, bro, because for a lot of shit to change, a lot of people do have to die off. That's just the only way around it. A lot of people got to die off. So shout out to Thanos. I'm glad he put that up there. But yeah, y'all got any final questions? As we wrapping this up?
Nah, not at the moment.
The pick Mishas, what they finna call
Nah,
y'all?
you can pick me.
Shout out to the
baby.
pick Mishas, man. Pick me's get picked.
And they do.
Pick me's get picked.
Hey, we go end that on this. I know God is too busy to.
So you better get out there.
Hey, you better get out there.
Listen,
Hey,
God
Trey.
ain't bringing you no fucking
You better get your ass out
Please,
there.
slide into her DMs.
I know the
She's
DM's
not
about to be.
doing
Look, the
it.
DM's about to be popping for Trey.
Yeah.
I mean for Trey.
Keep your hot girl summer.
Triana.
Keep your hot girl summer short because listen, a hot girl summer could turn into a hot girl lifetime.
Hello.
You
Lifestyle.
be up there talking about I need a surrogate. You better,
no.
yeah.
No, I was just messing around about the hot girl summer.
You weren't messing around, but you.
No, I am. I am. I'm gonna go on this journey of the 75 days, and I know that requires a non-relationship because it's you're going to the gym twice a day. You're reading. You're drinking a gallon of water. Yeah. I mean, it's not just a weight loss challenge. It's a mental challenge that he talks about. Like you're learning to be disciplined. You're learning to stay focused on your goal. And
You get stuck there too, though.
She gonna be shaking that ass
Come
like
out
a
of that.
maraca.
Come out of that a better woman for the man
Yes.
to come.
yes.
Stay on your journey. I got faith in you. Stay on your journey. Don't let Lizzo and all these other motherfucking people trick you into thinking, stay on your journey. You can get there.
I know I can.
She gonna help you get there.
Hell yeah.
Shit, all three.
Hell
She
yeah.
said she just lost weight not that long ago. So man, get advice. We got it. We a team.
Shout out to the Peak Mishes, man. The viral.
Man, we love y'all.
How to get outside. Teach me how to go outside.
Get outside.
Get outside.
Get your ass outside.
God is not dropping that man.
God ain't dropping no dick.
Yes,
The viral
Pygmishas.
one.